Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be epic.
This video is going to be epic. And now your mama knows. One, two, three, four. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. All right, subscribe. Come on, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a small YouTuber, but I got so much content. The most important thing about the channel is it's... Alright, that's not right. The most important thing about the channel is it's a everything channel. So make sure you check out all of the playlists. I have product review videos, vlogging, movie reviews. I'm just gonna look up and say, how-to videos, and then real quick, how-to. Oh, maybe I'm forgetting how I shoot. All right, ready? How-to videos. What is the devil? How-to videos and gaming videos. I make videos called Trash Talk 101 where, well, you guessed it, I talk trash or rebuttal back to someone who talked trash to me. Like I made a video responding to the Nerf Report and Angry Joe. Remember, I'm going to say shows and podcasts. All right, you got it? Mm-hmm. Shows and podcasts.
Oh, wait,
no, you're not supposed to say it.
You're showing the pillow. Okay.
We don't have to do the head thing if y'all can't do it, all right?
Okay, just do it. No. Yeah.
And then put a little There you go. Whip that name. Shows and podcasts and more. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be added into the new subscribers thank you videos where I make a skit and I post everybody name up on the screen who subscribed to the channel in an individual month. You gotta see videos like the March subscribers video where I was dancing, the July video I had my cute granddaughter saying thank you, or even the video where I smashed my 84-inch TV as I said thank you to everyone who subscribed. Make sure you go to my playlist because the playlist is where you can see all the different videos I have. I have over 1,000 videos, over 50-something playlists, and every single video on my channel is assigned to a playlist. I want to thank everyone who ever came to the channel and watched a single second of any video. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And with that said, and now your mama knows. And now your mama knows. One, two, three, four.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12,
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!
What's going on, guys? It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm back with another video, another live stream, and I am here because it's another Tuesday, and we are gonna get into some more news, some topics, just whatever you guys want to talk about, and it's gonna be nothing less than epic, and that's for one reason and one reason only. 'Cause I'm a cowboy! Oh, man! Alright, guys, so, it's good to see you all, and I know more people are going to come in here, but remember, if you're new to the channel, I do gaming, vlogging, podcasts, movie reviews, product reviews. Those 5 pieces of content is on this channel, so if you see anything you like, just make sure you click on the link at the end of the show or the end of the video, and you'll find the same type of videos in a playlist, because every single content on my channel belongs to its own playlist with that similar type of content. But guys, everything is on there. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, even my honeymoon in Mexico swimming with sharks is on this channel. And I'm trying to get back in shape. So, man, guys, the Cowboy King of Entertainment is getting back in shape. You know, want to make sure I always look better than Doc Dark in 1885. So, you know, I got to do my thing. But, yeah, guys, so we're going to get into it today. What can I say? It is amazing being 2026. I know there's a lot of Debbie Downers. There's a lot of people that say, oh, this in life isn't bad, and that in life isn't bad, and I don't like this, and I don't like that, and things could be better. But guys, I say I'm living and loving life. And of course, life can't always be everything you want. You can't always get everything you want. Like Neil's, he's always going to have a trash PC. I mean, that just is what it is. TBG's never going to have a girlfriend. I mean, that just is what it is. Dodge Man's never going to beat me in Tekken. That just is what it is. But at the end of the day, you got to be thankful for the things you have in life. I'm just saying. Be thankful. So I'm thankful, guys, just to be here. And what can I say? So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair, and we're gonna get the show started. So I had some Taco Bell for dinner, early dinner. But look, I'm drinking water, right? Okay. Now, I think my wife said my W-2s came in, and I gotta get all my stuff together so I can do my taxes. Let me fix my camera a little bit where I like it. You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, so my man Dodge Man's in the building. So what's up, Cowboy? TBG's here. Hail the King. I appreciate it, man. The Cowboy King. Neos, let's go. It's gonna be epic. It is gonna be epic. Hey, Neos, bro. What? I thought we was cool. Come on, man. Jeez. Hey, listen, man. Why you gotta talk about my Taco Bell PC like that, man? You know? But what's up with you guys? What's going on? And I got some stuff that I want to go over. So I'm gonna pull up the Discord. So what I was telling everybody is, so just to let you know, if you post anything in the Cowboy Keeping It Real Discord tab, and all of that is fair game to be brought up on the stream, so we can kind of like talk about it. So I have like topics and stuff, and if you guys make a comment, I'll read your comment. So let's go over to that right now, and I'm gonna pull up some topics. So let's pull this up, and let's take a look. So I just randomly throw topics in there, and you guys could put topics in there as well. So let me see what TPG just said. He said, man, my PS3 collection is getting crazy. Oh, really? You just collecting on PS3 games? Did you at least get a crunch wrap? I didn't get a crunch wrap. I got some new things. So they got a couple new things. They got a thing called triple something. It was pretty good too. So let's check this out. So Rockstar may have granted terminally ill fans' wish to play GTA 6 before passing. So I don't know if this is real. I know Inside Gaming, is a good, place to get some news from. But it says in December, Ubisoft Toronto developer posted on LinkedIn with a heartfelt emotional message. The developer Anthony Armstrong revealed that a member of their family had been battling cancer for years and had been given the news that nobody ever wants to hear. They had months to live. Armstrong explained that they were a huge fan of GTA. I did it backwards, but a GTA fan. But the final timeline meant that they wouldn't get to play Grand Theft Auto 6 after years of waiting. It was recently confirmed by Armstrong that they had finally managed to talk with Rockstar Games and that they would receive great news and issued thanks to the developer. So gamer with months to live may get to play GTA 6 early. This is what I hate with these articles, man. I understand when you went to school, they say like, oh, you need to have, 5 paragraphs and blah, blah, blah. Dude, can you just get right into it? Like, come on, man. Jeez. The post on Anthony Armstrong's LinkedIn page was deleted after final adjustments were made, keeping followers updated about the situation. It has been theorized that this was due to some kind of legal requirement, given that the post almost confirmed that the family member would get hands-on with GTA 6 early. Here's the original text. Okay, so what you mean to tell me is that we don't know if that happened. Man, they dragged us through all that. Let me put my water closer. They dragged us through all that, and we don't know if that was real or not. Well, I hope the kid did get to play Grand Theft Auto, and that would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Let me see. Dodge Man. So really, LOL, don't believe him? I'm going to beat you 10 times over now. Hey, listen, man, I wanted to play the other day too, Dodge Man, but I felt bad for your wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? I beat you up. You go to them. You're upset. You're crying. Don't nobody want that. I don't want that on my conscience. You know what I'm saying? That half the price of his PC. Damn. Yo, 5-0 is in the building. Let's get my man 5-0 Trey. Yo, y'all, listen, y'all don't understand. My man 5-0 Trey is getting ready to have his podcast sooner than later. It's ramping up, so I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, let me see. All right, so that was that article. And yeah, man. Who knows? All right, so let me get to this. So switching gears, right? So this is kind of cool. So this was on the news, and some of you guys, have you seen this on CES?
He is joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive. Amit, I have to tell you, I was at Lisa Su's keynote address.
That's a part of this new AI.
How your technology can
and they was interviewing him. Let me actually turn up my volume.
To an entire movie. I watched
but they was interviewing him.
Were dropping, and then
to
show some of
his stuff he has is like groundbreaking.
Tell me what you think of all that's going on and what you think your technology can actually do and how it might change the whole Hollywood landscape.
Thanks for having me, Liz. What we showed at CES during the AMD keynote is sort of the signs of things to come. So at Luma, we are building AI for creative work. And we believe that this is one of the biggest opportunities in AI because, currently, we have systems that have gotten so good at text-based things like coding and producing copy, ChatGPT, these kinds of things. The next frontier is going to be in visual storytelling. It's going to be in production of entertainment. It's going to be in learning.
All right, so let's save us all a little, waiting for him to get to it. So what he actually said, and I'm going to show the video of what they showed off, but what he said is his STUP program that they're working on, it's going to allow you to be able to make a 90-minute video in a very short time. And he got writers coming to him already that's trying to join his platform so they could take advantage of this AI technology to be able to make kind of like a cinematic video in a very short period of time. So here's the video from CES of them showing off what it could do. And it's pretty amazing. Ooh. AI being cool, man.
What?
Look at that, walking into an empty arena and just putting people in the background. Dude, that's cool. So it's pretty much just overlapping on its pre-existing videos. That's cool as hell. That's cool. All right, so I wanted to pull this up. I'm just going through some news stories. I'm gonna open up the link in a little bit so you guys could jump in and we could chat about anything you guys want to. And I might be trying to shorten the shows too. I want to put on a good show. We never know where the show is going to go. We could have drama one day. We could have all gaming one day. We could talk about aliens one day. This show is whatever it's going to be based off of you guys and myself. All I ask is if you keep it real with the cowboy. So, but I don't feel like, we need to go on and on and on and drag it out. Let's have a good time together, get in, have some laughs, talk about whatever, people come on the show. And then, you know what? I make it where the show isn't so long that people don't want to watch it back, right? There's going to be people who can't watch the show that they might actually watch it back later on. So me personally, I think 3 hours is a sweet spot. But if I could do a 2-hour show, that'd be kind of cool. But again, it's not about me. It's about us. So as long as we keep going and get into it, if you guys are engaging, then I'm going to keep going. So, but let's see. Dodgeman said, you've been ducking me. Bro, I'm not afraid of you, Dodgeman. Listen, Dodgeman, hear the words that's coming out of my mouth. I will beat yo when we play Tekken.
I have defeated you damn near every time we ever played Tekken. You can't touch my skills. Yes. What's this? Dodge, man. Don't embarrass yourself, boy. You understand? All right. Yo, Rudiggs is in the building. The premier player. The guy who gets the most platinums is Rudiggs. I'm going to open up the show a little earlier today. But, so I would be getting to it. Cowboy is running for me. And, come on now. I know you ain't say that. I'm just going to press play on this, man. Anyway, so NASA is preparing to send astronauts around the moon for the first time in decades. So check this out.
Your seatbelt, space fans. NASA's Might Artemis II moon rocket is now at its launch pad and getting ready for liftoff. Madison Scarpino has the far-out details. Madison.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, this is kicking off the final preparations to send humans to the moon for the first time since the 70s. It would be the Artemis II mission, and NASA's administrator says it's a historic moment.
This is the start of a very long journey. Now, we ended our last human exploration of the moon in Apollo 17, the 17th mission. Now, I hope someday my kids are going to be watching, maybe decades into the future, the Artemis 100 mission.
Here's a time-lapse video of that massive Artemis II rocket being transported to the launch pad at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. It's 14 million pounds altogether.
So, long story short, we're about to go back,
to arrive.
Not to the moon, but around the moon. So, any of you guys that think that's kind of cool, man, I think that's kind of cool. You know? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We spoke the words Tekken. And somebody appeared, another guy that I always beat into dust when we play Tekken. But I want to say this, and hear me loud and clear. Welcome to the Chosen Zone! Obi Rose Kenobi is in the building, my guy. Obi, man, good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing good. He said, I log on and hear Tekken. Yeah, man, you know, Tekken is always being whispered in the wind, you know? Oh, we got a lobby or what? Man, they don't want it, man. And you don't want it, Obi. What you doing in here, man?
Trying to find an extension for this Austin pattern. This cord is short as hell.
See, here, what you think this is? Where are the dogs? My dogs are crazy. Anyway, Rudik said, Reaver has more than me. I just have the most recent. I mean, listen, you guys are battling over those little baby platinums. Who could beat Pac-Man the most times? Who could beat Duck Hunt the most times? Who could beat Walking Baby Steps? Bro, I don't respect none of these BS platinums, all right? Don't bring me no platinums from a game that took you 2 hours to beat. You don't get no respect for that. You're a Reaver. Just saying. All right, now, Limitless TPG. I like the sound of that. Beat into the dust. Hey, bro, I'm just saying, bro. I used to beat you into the dust. I used to beat you into Gorilla Biscuits. Just bashing you. Making Gorilla Biscuits. It's what I do. You know what? Hold on. Man, need to do some curls off of that. Gorilla Biscuits. Gorilla Biscuits. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to get myself back in shape. I'm about to turn 50 in April. So I want to be the best looking 50-year-old around the block. All right.
trying to improvise since I got this hat on, and also I don't have my stuff the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, so woo! Cowboy King of Entertainment, the king of content. All right, now that I'm done flexing. So, anyways, before I was really interrupted by Obi Rose, I beat into Gorilla Biscuit dust. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Good to hear, broski. Yeah, man. Obi, he been run. Oh, bro, I don't run from near one of y'all. All right. My last platinum was Returnal, bro. LOL, 1.4%. Got that. I mean, fine. You beat one legit game outside of the 13 other games that took you 1 hour to get the platinum. I get all those Sony platinums except Returnal. Nice. Me running Dodge Man. Hey, I'm just saying, Obi. Listen, I called Obi today. I said, bro, I'm trying to get into this Tekken. Where you at? He put his kid on. My dada is sipping on my bamba right now, so he can't shut your mouth. Put your damn dad on so we can get this going. And all of a sudden, he hung up on me. Like, bro, really? You gonna hang up on me just because I want to beat up your baba, your dada, your boo-boo? Whatever. No Cowboy been... Bro, you know what? Y'all lying on me, man. I want to see the first 5 Cowboy versus Dodge Man, and then play the winner. Hey, first of all, Obi, you're nothing special. You don't get to play the winner. I want to see the first out of you and Dodge Man. Dodge Man versus Obi Rose Kenobi. And the winner gets to face my wife in Tekken. And if you could beat her, then I might play you bums. Just saying. Says, sounds good to me, Obi. Nah. Man, when you were struggling with the machine, was there any weight actually on it? Well, hey, man, listen. There might not be no weight on there. I don't know. You'll never know. I'm just saying, I told him to put his dad on the phone, man. He won't put you on the phone. You know? I was getting upset. I was like, come on, put your dad on the phone. And then I heard in the background, I could hear Obi. And Obi said this. And after I heard Obi crying, I said this.
Fuck the losers who can't take a joke. Man the fuck up.
Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't babysit grown man feelings. All right. Anyway, so guys, I'm just having a lot of fun. We just laughing. We just joking. I appreciate the banter and good times. So, let me see. Obi, you don't want, bro, I will cancel this. I will end the stream right now, bro, to beat you up. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. I will end this right now. Right now, bro. Ah. 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 All right. Anyway, so we got something sad that happened recently. Guys, I was one of the biggest fans of this game. I put over 600 hours in this game. And finally, this game is no more. So I'm just simply going to play the trailer so we can remember this game for the most epicness it had. Sure, a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people was mad. A lot of people talked trash about this game. But let's remember it. For the good times, man.
You are the chosen few, protectors of our world. This is your time.
Incoming! Fire!
Out there, you will fight the unimaginable.
Guys, if you didn't get to play Anthem, I feel bad. It was epic. I understand that everybody compared it to Destiny, and they said it was the Destiny killer, and then people turned on it, said it didn't have enough content, but Destiny was out for years before Anthem, so it was never going to compete with Destiny. But it was the game that took me off of Destiny, and I played the hell out of this game, and the other day, I believe the 12th, was its final day, and they shut the servers off. So because it's a multiplayer only game, there's nothing else to play of the game. So, you know, I got on that Sunday and I played for 9 hours straight, reliving the game that is Anthem.
Feel the power of your javelin, its precision. Rely on each other. Unleash your power. Never give up.
Ready, Javelin 1?
Let's go! You are freelancers.
Man, oh man. Guys, I don't care what you say. Anthem was amazing. Thought I had another trailer. I guess that's the only one I had. But yeah, it was amazing. Wow. But it is no more. And so I think the thing for me that made Anthem so amazing is in the history of video games, it was the first game to make walking on the ground as a character and jump up in the air and flying. Okay, hear me out, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, there was an Iron Man game, there was a Superman game. Walking on the ground, jump up in the air, flying. It was the first game to do that exceptionally well. Wait for it. Wait for it. In multiplayer. Not a single player game, but a game where you and 3 other people could fly all around each other and go up and down and splash on the water, and absolutely amazing, stunning. The graphics was amazing back then. The gameplay was amazing. The story was I thought it was epic. I loved it. Fell in love with that game. I did everything there was to do. Excuse me, in that game. Until they closed not the servers, but until they said they was no longer supporting it and bringing no more content, and then I moved on. But Anthem was amazing. Matter of fact, let's run it back. I have it playing in the background. Not muted, but man, oh man. So let me see. Hey, I ain't never ducking, all right? Oh, let me back up a little bit. Oh, let me back up a little bit. All right, so Obi was laughing. He's laughing. Obi said good times. He said I'm free in 30 minutes. Dodgeman said I could grab a controller. He said I can grab controllers, you, me, and Dodgeman. Yeah, I don't want it. Cowboy, that's a shame. LOL, feeding Sandy to the wolves. Take it. Wow. We know you're a pup. The king of ducking. Hey, man, you don't want me on there, man. King of ducking. They don't want me on there. I can't play till 8:30 my time, so that's 9:30 our time. Obi will be in bed by then. I think that's cool, though, Obi. You should jump on. I think I'm going to be rocking or playing Rocket League. Really? Yo, Rocket League is hard, man. Let me see. Yeah, we know it. Went poop. Yeah, man. They effed up. Yeah. Man, oh, man. Halloween ambience landscape. What the hell is that? Oh, look. This is like a 2-hour video. Of what?
Oh, they got music? It's just a 2-hour video of this? Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, so yeah, that was Anthem, but it's down now. Yeah, you did put mad time into Destiny, so that took you. Yeah, man, it does say a lot, man. I was die hard into Destiny. A lot of you guys know, man. I was like my life. MC game was epic. I feel cheated. Like when they shut the game down, we should get some money back. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel I should get some money back because the game was old as hell, and they also been stopped supporting it. So I feel like people should have wanted money back then, and that was like 4 years ago, if not more. But I do understand that it's an online only game, so they can't keep the servers on forever because they are costing money. So I feel like people want their money back, but they end up losing money by keeping the servers on. So I feel like if you played it after they said it was done, you kind of got your money back, to be fair. Yeah, but your dog too tiny to even pull a sled. Yeah, he definitely isn't pulling any sleds. I tell you that much. Here's something to shift gears. Let's do a topic switch. Hold on, wait. Before I do that, let me see if I got any other gaming news, and then I'm gonna pull you guys in. Actually, I do got a lot of gaming news. Not a lot, but I got some more gaming stories. So here, let's do this then. We're gonna do a quick topic switch, and then touch some non-gaming real quick because it's really like left field of gaming. So let's do a topic.
Topic switch.
So here's something that I think is really cool. Remember when The Rock was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, right? And man, he had like 1 million movies, right? So I didn't even know of this. I search around for news stuff sometimes, and if I just randomly are on I'm randomly on YouTube and I see a video, I kind of like to share it. Well, check this out. Let me see. It's happened to a lot of epic games, man. Yes, it is unfortunate, but it happens. Hey Anthony, what's going on, Mike? I call you Cowboy. So guys, this is really cool. She is now the highest paid actor in Hollywood. So check this out. So Zoe, thanks to James Cameron, James Gunn, J.J. Abrams, and the Russo brothers, as she becomes the highest grossing actor in film history. She's deeply grateful and profoundly humble, and may the next record breaker be a woman. That is amazing. So let's just hear a little bit from her.
Hi guys, I just want to express my sincerest gratitude for the extraordinary journey that has led me to become the highest grossing film actor of all time today, an achievement made possibly entirely by the incredible franchises and the collaborators that I have been fortunate enough to be a part of. To every director who placed their trust in me, thank you. J.J. Abrams, Joe and Anthony Russo, James Gunn, and most importantly, thank you, James Cameron, for believing in my potential, for seeing something in me that I have not always seen in myself, and for challenging me to always rise to the occasion. Your faith, your guidance, and your vision, they shape not only these films, but me as an artist. And to the fans around the world, thank you. Thank you. Your unwavering support, passion, and loyalty are the true foundation of this milestone. None of this exists without you showing up time and time again with open hearts and enthusiasm. This accomplishment belongs to all of us, and I'm deeply grateful and profoundly humbled. And may the next record breaker be another woman! Bye.
Guys, the highest grossing actor in history. So let me I just dropped my phone now. I just had my phone fixed.
I just want to express my sincerest gratitude for the extraordinary journey that has led me to become the highest grossing film actor of all time today.
Let's go look up some of the films she's been in. Let's just put movies. All right, so check this out. So I didn't even know some of the like. I didn't even know who the hell she was in Avatar. That's funny. I've seen both the avatars. So let's take a look. So we got so 2025 Avatar Fire and Ash, 2025 Ilio, 2025 Emily Perez, 2024, 2023 Good Burger 2. I never seen the first one. 2023 Guardians of the Galaxy, 2022 Avatar Way of Water, 2022 Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. She was in Amsterdam. So those are a few. Yeah, I mean, look at that. She's in some big stuff. Damn. Look at all these hits. Wait, she was in The Losers? That was so long ago. Dude, The Losers was my movie. Wow. Shout out to Zoe, man. Highest grossing actor in Hollywood as of right now. Wow. That's pretty cool. Let me see. So that is a true statement. It is, right? Let me see. Wagman Cowboy. What's going on? Room? Regular Saturday night. She's not the most paid. She's the highest grossing. The movie she's in made the most money, but Robert Downey Jr. is the highest paid actor. Really? Okay, well, thank you for that, breaking that down for me. That pup could easily pull Cowboy around. Hey, look, man. You little haters out there. I never seen Good Burger 1. It's my age, man. At the time where Good Burger came out, that was... the thing is, I don't want to get into it, but I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey. Like, life in Trenton was, you're supposed to be hard, right? You're supposed to be tough. Like, I don't know. I guess I always wanted to see blood and violence, and I wanted to see... You know, I was into sci-fi, and so whenever something was like comedy, especially Good Burger, like, come on, bro, that looks super childish. I was like, my age too, right? I'm like older at the time that came out. I got kids, like my kids might have been watching it, so I just never watched it. I'm still not a big fan of comedy even today. Like, it bothered me when all the, Marvel movies would always have comedy in it. But now I'm not looking at it like that anymore. I'm kind of more like, you know what? I do laugh at the comedic elements in movies. So if they could put it in really good, then I think it's cool, Oh, Beanie! LOL, no freaking way. He ain't seen both. Nah, never seen both Good Burgers. Never seen one Good Burger. Especially when the second one came out, go back and watch it. Nah, I don't have any interest at all, man. That never looked like it was something I wanted to watch, I said Wagman. Oh, Wagwan, not. Oh, you're supposed to be saying what a gone. All right, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how it's spelled, but it's more like what a guan. So it's kind of like what's going on. So I feel like you kind of need to have a T in there somewhere. But I don't know. All right. So one last thing with Zoe. Let me play the video of her accepting her speech. I think that was pretty cool. So let's pull that up. And it's very short. So she was just thanking her parents and stuff.
Here. I am floored by this honor. Thank you to the Academy. My grandmother came to this country in 1961. I am a proud child of immigrant parents with dreams and dignity and hardworking hands. And I am the first American of Dominican origin to accept an Academy Award. And I know I will not be the last. I hope the fact that I'm getting an award for a role where I got to sing and speak in Spanish. My grandmother, if she were here, she would be so delighted. This is for my grandmother, Argentina CC. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up. That's beautiful. Yo, Black Dragon is in the building. Black Dragon is one of my friends from high school. Legit my guy. Say, hey, dude, you being a Gen X wrestling fan, I like to see you react to a few of those Gen Z reviews just to see if you agree or maybe pick apart their arguments. Also, Good Burger 2 was complete poo. So what arguments, what are you saying? Definitely, I'll react to anything. What are you talking about? Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? LOL. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. Correction, Cowboy. Don't want none of these hand. Ha ha. Whatever, man. Head out to whole Sandy to the rest of the night to get through the beating I got in store. Hey, listen, Dodge, man, we gonna get it in that Tekken, man. Oh, you sent me the link? All right, cool. Where did you send the link to? Was it on Facebook? Okay, hold up. I got somebody just sent me something too. Yeah, where did you send it to me at? And then I will definitely pull it up. All right, so let me pull up the next thing. This is a picture, and I want to rant a little bit about this picture because it's annoying. So, as you guys know, I bought my wife the Switch 2 for Christmas, right? And when I went to play it, all right, cool. All right, thanks, Black Dragon. When I went to play the Switch 2, so it has the X, Y, A, B, right? Just like Xbox. However, they're switched around. Here's my issue. Usually A and usually X on PlayStation, right? The bottom button of those buttons is like the accept or the interact button, right? And usually B or usually circle on PlayStation, which is the button to the right, is the button that backs you up. Dude, how? Why is the Nintendo Switch A button the button to accept or interact, and the B button at the bottom is to back you up? Like, it's so crazy. Now, mind you, I'm sure it's been like this forever, and because I'm just finally playing on Nintendo consoles since the GameCube, I'm like, but it drives me crazy when my wife and I are playing, and I'm like, and I watch her too, because she's been playing PlayStation forever. I watch her constantly back out of things. I'm like, yo, just switch the buttons. Now, you could go internally and switch the buttons, but she doesn't want to do it, right? And I get it, because you might play a game that said B, and then it's going to be the other way around. But, dude, it is annoying. So I wanted to bring that up. I don't know if you guys have that same feeling, but man, oh, man. Okay, you said you'll send me the link, and you're just gonna text me. All right, got you. What time I'll be? What time I'll be on? I'll be. Hey, man, listen. You don't want this smoke, bro. I keep telling you. Yeah, I see it on my phone. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Switching controllers is annoying, but you adjust quickly. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting used to it, but it's still annoying, man. Like I said before, guys, anybody who wants to add anything, any topics to the show, feel free. You can put it in the Discord in the Keeping It Real with the Cowboy tab, and I'll pull it up. But you can also send it to me however you can. Obviously, Black Dragon and I, we've been friends since high school, so he actually just texted it to me. So I am going to I'm going to check this out. Now, I'm not going to watch a whole long video, so I will be clear, right? So if it's like a super long video, I'll watch some of it. But, you know, I'm not going to watch, you know, a long video. But let's pull up his video. And I got more topics that I had planned. You know what? Let me not, you know what? I'll skip. I'll skip and go to your video right now. And then there's something else I wanted to pull up. All right, so this video is 22 minutes long. So we're not going to do 22 minutes, but let's see what we could
we could get out of it. So my man Black Dragon, he wants me to react to some people. You know what's funny, bro? I don't even know the Gen Z, Gen V, I don't even know what Gen I am. Like I grew up I was born in 1976, grew up in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 90s. I just remember when I was younger, they called the baby boomers, was before my generation. And after that, I'm like, bro, I'm not good with labels. I don't really pay attention to like who are supposed to be this class and that class. So I'm assuming you want me to respond to the younger people and what their thoughts are of wrestlers, since I've been a wrestling fan pretty much my whole life. So let's take a look. Oh, my man, Dave is in the building. The green eye one is in the building, and he's a wrestling fan as well. Let me see. All right, so GameCube. Wow, you took me back to that. Hey, bro, Hamilton Avenue. That's right, man. We used to rock out at my apartment. Nintendo is the OG, been doing that since the NES. Sony and Xbox are the ones that changed it. Okay. Let me see. So what's up, Dave? I hope you're doing good. Lion said, what's happening? What's up, Lion? I like that beautiful car of yours, man. When you watch the video, please keep an open mind and just blindly rate. Nah, listen, I'm too calm for the raging, man. I think everybody is welcome to their opinions anyway, whether I agree or not. Especially, I'm hosting my own show, and I don't want to be the guy on her flipping out. You know, I might do that from time to time. Let me see. Okay, we Gen X. All right, cool. I didn't know what we was, to be honest with you. Said facts. Your Generation X, that's what we are. All right, cool. So me and Dave are the same age. He got me by like 3 weeks. Is Penn Balor. Yo, that's messed up. Penn Balor. I hate that everyone feels the need to classify themselves. I do too, man. I do too. All right, so let's check it out.
Guys, it's your boy C-Jax back with another video, you know what I'm saying? And listen, we're going to jump into this Raw review, but we have some pressing news reports to go over, okay? And those actually involve the face of WWE, the last true superstar after John Cena. Romano Reigns and Triple Fraud are having creative differences according to Slice Wrestling. Okay, this guy has a Patreon, right, where he leaks like legitimate info, you know what I'm saying, and behind the scenes stuff for WWE. And he has revealed, which is a report that I'm going to break down, obviously, in a video coming this week. Get ready for this week, guys. We got WWE Unreal dropping tomorrow.
All right, so I feel like we need to give this a legit topic switch because it sounds like we might be on this for a little bit. So let's get into this wrestling.
Topic switch.
All right, guys, so we're going to cover some wrestling. As you guys know, I am a big fan of wrestling. And to be honest with you, I don't talk about wrestling enough. So maybe I will start adding wrestling to the actual podcast. I have a little section where I might talk about Monday Night Raw or SmackDown because I do watch it all. But my guy Black Dragon, which is a friend of mine from high school, he wants me to react to some stuff that this guy who is saying about wrestling. And I guess because he's a if I'm Gen X, then he's Gen Z. I guess he's younger than me. So let's get into it.
Obviously, I'm going to be breaking that down throughout the week. And then we also have, this news with Roman Reigns. I'm going to make a separate video on this as well, but I'll talk about it in this video too. But Romano Reigns, guys, basically after SummerSlam 2025, this is the short of it. I'll get more into this tomorrow, but this is the short of it. Roman Reigns after 2025 SummerSlam, where he basically, you know what I'm saying, had a show opener night one match with Jey Uso fighting against Bronson Reed and Bronito Breakker, okay? After that, he began to, you know what I'm saying, be kind of not upset upset, but, you know, discontent, I guess you could say, with his creative. And because of his discontentment with his creative, he then apparently started speaking with The Rock, Ari Emanuel, and Nicholas Khan, you know what I'm saying, Nick Aldis, and they spoke together with each other, and Roman Reigns and, you know what I'm saying, the higher-ups, they spoke with Triple H, and Roman proposed the idea for him now as a massive face to fight against a heel Cody Rhodes at Mania 42 for the WWE Championship and end their trilogy with Roman Reigns going over now that he's the face and Cody would be the heel in this situation. Triple H said it would be a good idea, and we saw teases of this at Survivor Series at the end when him and Cody had their little face-off at the end. So there is some validity to this report, and eventually what happened is that Triple H didn't want his top company guy, his top face guy, you know what I'm saying, that he views as a top face because he's there every week, I guess, and Cody Rhodes. He didn't want him to turn heel because he's not sure, number one, if Cody can even carry out the role of being a heel, and plus he doesn't think it's great overall for the brand and for Cody for him to be heel.
I'm just trying to understand here. Am I supposed to be what's the term called? Let me see what your message originally said. You said you wanted me to reaction. So I'm supposed to react to what this guy is saying. I'm confused right now. But here, let me.
Plus, he doesn't want Roman necessarily pitting him clean at WrestleMania because Cena just beat him last year at WrestleMania, I guess, and because Drew just beat him a couple weeks ago or something like that. So that's the situation with that. That's the short of it. There's more to break down. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to be showing tomorrow in the video, but quite frankly, that's all that really matters at this current moment in time. This Raw episode tonight was complete garbage. I'm not going to be doing a lot of editing on this video. This is just going to be a full-blown rant because this show sucks, guys. I can't be bothered to talk about this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? This absolute garbage that took place on this show tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the segment anyways. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get through it, and we're going to go through what took place tonight because quite frankly, this shouldn't be that long because nothing happened. And with that being said, just to quickly retouch on the Roman Reigns situation, like I told you guys before, Roman Reigns is.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I feel like I'm confused a little bit. Let me read the chat. Let me see. Let me see. Black Dragon said millennials and Gen Z are soft generation. Drop the link. I will. Let me see. TP came in like Ice Cube. LOL. Dre, I got something to say. Let me see. For transparency, I do agree with the young man on a lot of things. And how many times is he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? LOL. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be reacting to. I guess he's taking his sweet
the last superstar in all of professional wrestling. So the problem that we're going to have is that if Roman is truly having creative differences with Triple H, which is allegedly the reason why he hasn't returned yet, right? Because we haven't seen Roman Reigns since the Survivor Series, you know? So you would expect him to maybe declare himself for the Rumble, come out and do something, have a match, maybe show up at a Saturday Night's Main Event, anything. He has not.
I think the thing is Roman is getting older. He's still, you know, not that old. He's in good shape. But I feel like I don't know whether, you know, the writing or whatever. I feel like his storyline was good and it had a great fallout. And I feel like what more do we want from Roman now, right? Do we try to get him to be that super baby face? And I feel like people are just going to boo him just because that's what they never wanted back then. So I don't know. I would be scared to try to make Roman a baby face because fans are fickle. Dan Bryan said it best. Basically, listen to what he is saying about the current product, and do you agree the current product? All right, well, the dude has taken 28 years to get to it. He's 40 now. Right. Roman's only 40? Okay.
Not even been seen since November. You know what I'm saying? The rumor is that he's going to be back at the Rumble, but now the plan, you know, you guys saw the reports last week officially from even bigger wrestling news sources. That was even booked by Triple H. So that's basically that. It's the bottom line, guys. We're seeing it for ourselves. And so obviously, now we have a situation where we have WWE and probably nobody cares about this anymore. Nobody cares, man. Gunther is a two-time world champion, the longest reigning IC champion. He just tapped out John Cena like a month ago, and he already is boring. He's been boring for the last year and a half, 2 years. Nobody cares what this dude is doing. He's had no engaging or interesting feuds in like 2 or 3 years at this point, okay? He's had no moments where you actually felt like this dude was a mainstream superstar.
So I am a Gunther fan. I do like, I think Gunther is good for what Gunther is. I think Gunther is like the modern day
Iron Sheik, you know, just that guy from another country. Not the same. He doesn't really bash America, so I'll say that. But I like his whole Rick General thing. I like you know, I like his character. I do agree that I don't think he is that entertaining, but I don't think he's supposed to be. His character's supposed to be that cut and dry, could beat you up, can beat you. I call these guys the Triple H heels, where back in the day when Triple H looked like he could beat you up, and he used to beat you up and not have to cheat if he didn't want to. Gunther is that heel. So I do like Gunther. So me personally, but I can see why some people wouldn't like Gunther. I'm not gonna say I don't see that. Let me see. Whoa. Ron Slusher is in the building. Acknowledge him. Put your ones up for Ron Slusher. Acknowledge him. All right, now the rest of the show could continue. Whoops. All right, let me see.
And on top of that, Gunther is not a
All right.
top-tier heel. He just isn't.
So,
if you want to say by today's standards that he's one of the better heels, then you even then are one of the worst matches ever. Maxine Dupree is the biggest jobber of all time. I'm tired of sitting here and making excuses for this. This is Becky Lynch and hers 6th match that they've had, and Maximus Dupree has still not figured out how to wrestle.
I don't think Maxine Dupree is terrible. I just feel like her gimmick was so trash. It's hard for me to believe now she's supposed to be something special. I think it's good for them to go back to the drawing board. Like, by making her win the title, kind of made her like, okay, now if she would have beat Becky and retained, I would have been like, okay, now she's a made superstar on her way, right? But once she lost to Becky, because I felt like it wasn't that believable that she beat Becky in the first place. You know, yeah, she's training with Natalya. She's getting good. But I'm like, So I would have liked to have her win. So when she didn't, for me, I feel like she's going back down. But I think it's good for her because some people just don't believe in her because her gimmick was trash for like 3 years, right? So now she's going against Natalya, which helped build her up to this level to get her the belt. I think that's a better storyline, and maybe we'll get something better out of her.
Well consistently. There was a bunch of botched drop kicks, botched heel kicks, botched kicks where she's trying to flail her leg up and she's just complete audacity to be shoving out shows like WWE Unreal. What is Unreal going to explain to me? What is it going to explain to me? Why things suck? What is it going to show me that I don't know already, man? Be honest with yourself. The show sucks.
WWE Unreal starts tonight, if it isn't on already.
And then Jey Uso comes out and embarrasses himself on the mic. He starts off, before he even says anything, he goes, yeah, ooh, forever, I'm going to declare for the Royal Rumble.
Okay, I am going to agree. I don't think Jey Uso is that great on the mic. I've been said that. Now, I've always liked him more than Jimmy, just because I felt he was the underdog. Jimmy was the guy that had the better microphone skills. Jimmy was just more charismatic. So when Jimmy got injured, what I did like about Jay was he got in shape before Jimmy did. So I was like, oh, wow, that's when I first was able to tell them differently. Like, oh, that one Uso is in more shape. And I also used to like his tattoo when it was just a big cross. And then, of course, he, you know, marked it all up. But, yeah, he's not good on the mic at all. Like, and he's not even the greatest wrestler either. He's a mid wrestler, if you ask me. But he has the it factor. And even if the it factor is just his entrance, that is his it factor. I will say that.
We going back to back, and this is your warning shot. Bow, 4 letters. We're acting like this. The Bloodline was ensuing chaos. He never did this. You know what I'm saying? He got beat up by the Bloodline in the middle of the ring. Austin Theory is a jobber. His career is done for.
So you know what's crazy? I know somebody, my friend Jose Loco, he's like, oh, Austin Theory, they're trying to make him like he's the big star. And I'm like, not at all. Like, I don't know why you're saying that. He just came out to pretty much be just the guy in the group, right? These are the young upstart guys. And I'm not going to say he's a jobber, but right now he's doing nothing, right? He's not even adding anything special to the group. I think he's bringing down the group. I think the group was better when it was just Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
Logan Paul has an it factor. He's, I like the way Logan talks. I like Logan. He can wrestle. He got a lot to him. He just need, he need a breakout script. But Austin Theory, just for me, he dilutes the group. He's just an extra dude walking around. He has a great physique, but he's kind of on the smaller side. Him being a new guy doesn't add anything special to the group, to be honest with you.
He ends up being anything more than a undercard jobber, I would be stories. It's okay that people wrestle bad matches. It's okay that there's no engaging storylines on this show. It's just okay. Everything's okay, man. We'll be fine. Yeah, allegedly. And then Rio gets on the mic. Rhea and Io basically have nothing to say as per usual. Rhea Ripley has not cut a good promo in like 3 years. So I don't even, at this point, it's over. I don't even expect her to cut a good promo anymore. The wrestlers are all okay with being lackadaisical and being bad on the mic and having nothing to offer because they're getting their guaranteed money. Like CM Punk said, they're getting guaranteed money, so who cares if they're on the card or not? Who cares where they are on the card if they even are on it? They're getting
I don't think I look at Rhea Ripley as she's bad on the mic, but she used to have more presence to me. She was a lot bigger. She definitely slimmed down. And I don't look at her as that beast anymore, but she's still a superstar. Like, she is made. She is going to always get a pop. She could be good. She could be bad. She still could wrestle great. She still is good on the mic if the good story. So, I mean, obviously I didn't listen to that much about him complaining about them. I think his whole thing is maybe he's just, complaining about the show, but I don't know. So, let me see if you say something about Io.
Is the best way to book Io Sky, who's the best in-ring performer in your company probably, in the women's division. You're telling me that Io Sky, the best way to do it was to have her retain at Mania and then disappear and not defend the title for 3 months and then lose it at Evolution. Is that how you would have used Io Sky as world champion? Be honest, just ask yourself, able to come up with better creative ideas in this if you're just thinking for more than 2 minutes. Brawl in the ring and they get beat up and laid down and destroyed. Nobody cares. We then move on. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury and hopefully he'll be back soon. You know what I'm saying? It has a speedy recovery.
So one thing with the Javon Evans thing is when he got injured, it was during a commercial break. I didn't even see what happened to him. Let me see if he says something.
A few days ago that Triple H is allegedly racist, and you wonder how it's playing down to the rest of the talent. Look at this stupid nonsense, man. You're confusing Javon Evans for Kofi Kingston, who barely even wrestles anymore? What? Just a lack of preparedness and just dumb stuff on MLK Day, too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's on MLK Day. But that's the situation with that. Javon Evans, unfortunately, got injured in this match and hurt his shoulder. So, hopefully it's not a long-term injury and hopefully he'll be back soon. You know what I'm saying?
Like he dislocated his shoulder, if you ask me. And what was going on with Michael Cole? I didn't hear anything about that.
And Io Sky, they all brawl in the ring and they get beat up and laid down and destroyed. Nobody cares. We then move on to Javon Kingston. That's what I'm going to call him because guess what? During this match, if you watched it, you know what I'm saying. Michael Cole, after Javon Evans did a drop kick, Michael Cole says his word for word, bar for bar. He says, what a great drop kick by Kingston. Or sorry, Evans, I meant.
But to be fair, Michael Cole, bro, he's been messing up everything. He's been calling the wrong move for like the last, I'm going to say, for the last year, Michael Cole has been calling moves the wrong things. He kind of, I don't know, Michael Cole's been on some stuff, man. So I wouldn't even be mad at him for that. I mean, I see how it looks, but yeah, Michael Cole.
Michael Cole is confusing Javon Evans with Kofi Kingston. And there's reports that came out here. They had him do his entrance. I don't even think they've been losing matches for the last up and, get back into the ring. Hopefully in time for Mania if they haven't been anything there. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully Javon Kingston is okay. We then move on to the main event. CM Punk pins Finn Balor. Who cares? Phineas Balor has been losing matches for the last 18 years. Nobody cares at this point, man. Finn Balor came out here. They had him do his entrance. I don't even think they played the music right because the audio didn't even sound right, at least on my end. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even sound like it was correct.
So the audio sound low, and Finn Balor, when he did the first, thing, he was off, but he said to the camera, he said, man, I can't even hear my own music. I thought he was saying that because the fans were so loud. But he definitely was off, at least that first part. Me personally, man, I got a twinkle in my eye for Finn Balor, man, just because he was, listen, if I had a time machine, if I had one Dragon Ball, if I had one wish, if I had a genie in the bottle, I swear I might use it just to go back and make Finn Balor not get injured. Because I would love to know what the landscape of wrestling would be. And I know some people are like, what? But Finn Balor at the time,
10 years ago was the hottest thing on WWE. So hot that they had on Monday Night Raw 2 fatal 4-ways. The winner of one fatal 4-way and the winner of the other fatal 4-way would face each other that same night, and the winner would be the #1 contender, or would be going to the match to go against Seth Rollins to become the very first Universal Champion. Finn Balor was so red hot that he beat his, Roman beat his, and they let him beat Roman Reigns clean and go against Seth Rollins and beat Seth clean. But unfortunately, he was injured, and the next night on Raw, he had to come out after the pay-per-view and relinquish the title. I want to know what wrestling would be if he never got injured, because I truly feel Finn Balor literally was the Roman Reigns that people actually wanted. Yes, WWE, looked down on him because he was a smaller guy, but at the time he was so red hot with the demon thing, his move sets, him on the mic. He was amazing. I was all about it, and poof, it's gone because he got injured, and he never had a chance to get back. And yes, I don't think they're ever going to give him that chance. I was hoping, will he win? Will he win? I know he wasn't going to win, but but that's my thoughts with Finn Balor. Me personally, with CM Punk, I think CM Punk is just older. I think CM Punk is he's on his last legs, and I personally want him to keep this title to Mania, main event Mania, and win, retain it. And then after that, you can do whatever with CM Punk. He could lose. He could do whatever. He could ride off into the sunset. But I feel like that would be cool to give him his moment.
Audio, the feedback, it just didn't sound like it was smooth and crisp, and that's a problem, of course. However, Phineas Balor gets in the ring, somehow kicks out of a GTS, even though he's been jobbing out the last 4 years to Damian Priest, to the War Raiders, you know what I'm saying, to the New Day, to the Usos. He's been jobbing out to everyone. Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying? How many other people did he lose to? He got jobbed out by Edge, who was in his last year of time in WWE. He's just getting jobbed out left and right. No one has anything to say to this guy. Seth Rollins jobbed him out a couple times in 2023. All he does is job out. So him even kicking out of a GTS is just embarrassing. And then he takes a second GTS and loses. Nobody cares. And they try and make it seem like when he hits a coup de grace that's going to be it. Oh my gosh, Corey. Oh, he hit the coup de grace. The coup de grace. The coup de grace. That's not going to do anything. We just watched CM Punk at the beginning of Raw.
So I don't understand this guy. You're either I feel like he's not a wrestling fan, or maybe he's an AEW fan, so he's upset with WWE. Because everything he's saying just make no sense for me. Wrestling is fake. However you want to say it. It's rehearsed. Obviously, you're supposed to hype up. So obviously, the coup de grace wasn't going to keep down CM Punk because CM Punk was supposed to win the match. Right? So, but they're supposed to hype it up as if he's going to win, because that's what gets you on the edge of the feet. And he was in his home country. So you got to hype it up. What was they supposed to do? Start the match and be like, yeah, there's no way Finn Balor's going to beat CM Punk. So anyway, I'm kind of done with this guy. I feel like the only thing good was I was able to recap Raw or go over it for myself. But yeah, I don't feel like I don't really have time for people like that. Everything he did was just negative. And I don't really know how to respond. I mean, everybody's welcome to their opinion. But I feel like he doesn't sound like a wrestling fan to me. So I get it that he wouldn't like the product, because I don't know. Or maybe he's a super fan that he doesn't like the product. I don't know. So anyway, but thanks for bringing that up, Black Dragon. It was fun. So anyway, I agree with the young man. Gunther sucks. He's boring as hell. I actually feel bad for Trick Williams, although he's main roster now. I think Triple H going to book him to be a joke. I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. Let me see. Gunther was never that great of a character, but is his brutal nature, his skills make him a top star. Let me see. AEW is killing it lately. Swerve Strickland is him. Okay. Let me see. This guy seems like on one of those WWE haters. Everything sucks and is worse than Attitude Era. Bro, really? I agree. Let me see. I would argue that Bobby Roode was just an entrance. Yo, Bobby Roode. Yo, so this was crazy. The other day, I seen some video with him on YouTube, and they was doing like a little spoof when he was like glorious. Every time he did it, the music came on. They was doing that because they was doing that Say My Name and whatchamacallit was a pair. But yeah, Bobby Roode, man, his interest, but I feel like his interest was just great because the music, the whole glorious. But the Finn Balor, when first time he came out as the Demon, dude, I remember you guys, this is going back to my actual, my friends that I know since high school, you guys wasn't watching NXT. I was the only one of us watching NXT. I was like, bro, you got to see this dude entrance. I remember posting the trailer or the video of his entrance and the Demon thing, doom, 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 the smoke. He comes out all slow and dude, it was super epic on a different level. Cole keep calling Javon Kofi. Yeah, I didn't even notice he said it. Punk is still great on the mic and can have great match. Yeah, I think Punk is still great on the mic. I think Punk matches is okay. He's definitely nowhere he used to be, but I think they still could put some good storytelling with Punk especially because he's amazing on the mic. This was testing him for a comeback. I think Finn is going to turn good, and I got a feeling the Judgment Day is going to be just females, kind of like how the what the hell was their name with EO and Bailey and them Damage Control was all females. First of all, Dom is gone. JD's gone. I feel like might as well let Finn have some beef with Liv, and then Finn say to hell with I'm out, and then just let the Judgment Day be a female group. And then let Finn be a face. I don't know how much time he got left, but dude, give him a good little run. I think his AEW mark. He don't watch AEW. Okay. Let me see. Reacting to a C-Jax video for Cowboy is Wild. Yeah, I don't even know who C-Jack is. There are so many WWE hate YouTubers. Just ignore them. Yeah, my friend he wanted me to react to this guy video. Let me see. QBNE because it makes money. That's why they're wrestling grifters. Can say I care much for Triple H booking. You know what's funny about that? Everybody made it like Triple H was the oh my God, Vince is going, Triple H save wrestling. I swear the internet somehow was like, I don't like Triple H booking. Triple H ruining wrestling. Now everybody repeat that sentence. I don't care much for Triple H booking. Like, do you not like Triple H booking, or did the internet tell you not to like Triple H booking? That's how I kind of feel. I swear, I would see a video that says verbatim, and then I would see people say verbatim, and it's like, dude, the internet told you to say that. Like, people, it's like a hive mind. I feel like people don't think anymore for themselves. You kind of like read a clip and be like, that's what I'm going with. It's weird. You'll hear so many people just regurgitate or reiterate or rehearse or re-say the same exact thing as a YouTube video. It's scary, man. And I think that's why they changed the name from content creators to influencers, because that's all they do now. They influence people to repeat whatever they are telling people to do. It's kind of crazy. He got tricked in a feud with Sammy, so we know where this is heading. I think Sammy, listen, dude, if Sami Zayn don't win one of the big belts in 2026, dude, I don't even know. But I also feel like LA Knight should win one of them as well. But I don't know. I feel like they're both kind of like slipping right now. I watched Unreal Season 2 today. It was fine. Cody knew about the, hey, bro, yo, QBNE, bro, man. This guy, man, you are something else, man. Something else. Because nobody else want to watch it. We just want you to tell us, right? This is wild. Anyways, the Judgment Day lost his original appeal. Triple H is fine, but Vince booking was epic and memorial. Big difference. See, memorable. I don't know, bro. Everybody and their mom was like, oh, thank God Triple H is booking. Saved us from Vince. Now all of a sudden, people are like, Vince was great. Now all of a sudden, Triple H is bad. It just takes time for the internet to cloud people's judgments, man. Finn was the bomb. His mic skills on the mic was limited. Bring back the Bullet Club.
Well, the Bullet Club was never in the United States, so I don't know if they're going to bring it back to somewhere it was never, because technically WWE wouldn't be bringing it back. And they tried doing their own little club, and it just didn't really go anywhere. The Balor Club. Geez, I hate the word influencer. Yeah, you and me both. We know Sammy is winning the Fatal 4-Way. LOL, my guess. I don't know. Not much to tell, to be honest. Brother, it's all the stuff we are. No. All right, whatever, man. Let me see. They keep playing in the LA Knight phase. Give that man a big break. I don't know, man. I think LA Knight got the stuff. I think he could wrestle. I think he's on mic. I think he got the it factor. I just think he need to push. I feel like when Jimmy got the push, it should have been LA Knight. LA Knight need to have a better intro, I guess. Come out with something where everybody just like, what? Maybe he'll come out the Nas music. What? All right, anyway, guys, so I'm going to add the link for you guys to jump in. TPG, if you want to jump in and talk a little bit of wrestling, feel free. I kind of want to move on. I think maybe what I'll do is bring up wrestling. Now I'll have a little segment for wrestling because I watch it every week. I'm a diehard fan, but I don't really bring it up. But I also feel bad because this show is on Tuesday and then Raw was the night before, and I kind of don't want to spoil it for some people if they didn't see it yet. So I guess I'll have to say, hey, we're going to talk about Raw and SmackDown. But anyway, to join the show, if you guys want to join, I got some more gaming topics I want to get to though. So but join if you want. Pin it in the chat. You guys don't have to join either if you don't want to. But I want to move on unless you guys want to keep going about wrestling. I worked 12 hours today and still watched all 5 episodes. Nice. So I got off at 5:30 to get something to eat with my wife. I came home, jumped right on the show. So I know you worked 12 hours. I don't know how you found the time to watch it because I worked 8 hours today and I didn't get the time to watch how many episodes you watch the whole season. So clearly 2 people are, definitely got 2 different type of jobs. But anyways, Vince is still senile. Let me see. I won't say any more. I promise. No, it's all good, man. I think you get a rise out of trying to spoil stuff, but I appreciate you. Let's keep it real. WWE needs to focus on building new talent. All the talent from our era is moving on and retiring. Yeah, they definitely are moving on, but we still got this mid-range talent that they need to figure out. I have to get my daughter, then I might put. All right, cool. When you come back, man, the link is in there, so definitely jump in. Let's get it. That was Nori. Oh, I said Nas. I did definitely say Nas. Well, thank you very much, Dave. All right, so let's bring in none other than the guy who bleeds blue because he is the man. When you think about PlayStation, it's here and it's there, but the whole PlayStation world is here, which is the palm of his hand, because he's none other than that PlayStation gamer. Let's get in. TPG. What's up, man?
Like, man, you make me sound like PlayStation Jesus. He hasn't risen.
I seen you walking on water the other day with a PlayStation 1 in your hand.
I know, right? Shit, that was you? That was you? I thought that
was me. I was the guy like...
Yeah, like, I was like, hey, man, just taking my PlayStation out for a walk.
So, what's your thoughts on some of this stuff? I know you're a wrestling fan, so run it down for me, man.
So, personally, I actually think that was a decent episode for Raw. Finn Balor versus CM Punk was obviously the best match of the night.
Yeah.
That just proved to me that Finn needs to be in the world card picture at some point. I don't think it's going to happen right now, but it's probably going to happen post-Mania, which I could totally agree on. Do we know how long Seth Rollins is actually supposed to be out?
So if it's real that he had shoulder surgery, which is crazy because I had the same thing. I tore my supraspinatus in your rotator cuff. I had 3 tears, so I needed surgery, and it's a 6-month. Now, mind you, your recovery time is 6 months. I did it in 5. I'm pretty sure Seth might be healed now. For all we know, he got great people working with him. So and he's been gone for what, 4 months, 3 months?
About, yeah.
So he might be, because I've been seeing him doing a lot of interviews lately too. So
Yeah.
he might be showing up sooner than we think. Maybe
I think he's gonna be a Rumble surprise.
Yes, I say that.
I think he'll be a Rumble surprise, and he'll eliminate Punk. And Punk actually will be in the match because I don't know. Is there a rule that actually says like a world champion can't be in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah,
match?
it's been I can't even remember the last time a world champ was in the match. So I don't think Punk is.
I think the last time I remember a world champion being in a Rumble match was Brock Lesnar, and he was like the first guy in, and he was like eliminating everyone.
Yeah, Punk is probably going to have a match at Royal
Rumble. Yeah,
at a Royal Rumble. Yeah,
but I want to see Finn get that comeback. He deserves it. I actually didn't know this until I looked it up. Finn's only 3 years younger than CM Punk. And if Punk's talking about retiring next couple years, Finn's definitely got to be thinking about, especially if, AJ also talked about retiring.
Well, I think what's cool is Finn is in I never seen Finn out of shape, right? No. AJ looks amazing, but AJ said John Cena had told Finn, hey, not Finn, John Cena, I seen a thing where John Cena said he told AJ, why don't you do what I did? Do a year thing. He said, dude, my body, I don't feel like my body could do it. But you look at him and you see the way he moved, you're like, bro, you look amazing. You still got the moves, but
Well, with wrestlers, it's also a matter of do they feel like they can keep going?
Right.
Cena said he would have done a whole year, just every show, every Raw, every SmackDown, he would have shown up. Right. But they're like, oh no, we only need you for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So personally, I think Finn needs to get a comeback. Rhea and Io, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing at this point. They're just kind of caught in the middle of well, are we feuding with the Kabuki Warriors? Are we feuding with the Judgment Day? Sorry, the Girl Day? Because the guys are gone at this point. Finn might as well be out. It's just I agree that the shows aren't as good as they could be.
Right.
But it's I also think that's kind of the problem with putting too much eggs in your Roman Reigns basket, where he's dude, I'm sorry. You want to know the honest opinion? Seriously, I've never been the biggest Roman Reigns fan. Don't get me wrong. I get into the hype and stuff when he comes out, but it's Roman and Brock Lesnar are just guys of an old era that we need to, move past.
So I'll say this: if the person's still in shape, if they still go on the mic, if they still could go, I say use them, right? But I think what you're saying is I don't think they should be as big as they are because you're holding down talent, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that you let younger people beat them all the time either, but I feel like there should be a balance to allow somebody newer to beat one of the big dudes and kind of get a little bit of a push. And I think it's weird because they almost always like Brock Lesnar. They'll let Brock lose and then Brock disappear. No, it is almost like it's a slap in the face. Okay, fine, I beat him, but he disappeared. No, I want to beat him and he's still an active wrestler to feel I beat that guy. And that guy got to be walking around damn, he beat me. And it's kind of a little part of
it's weirdly what CM Punk complained about when he left WWE. Is that, Brock comes in, beats him, was well, who's going to be on Monday Night Raw the next night? Well, you're going to be on Raw. It's so the fans are starting to lose faith in me. My stock's falling every time I lose. At some fucking point, you need to either give me the title or start letting me fucking win for once.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
I'm sorry. I also think the Gunther basket's a little full now. Okay, he made John Cena tap out. No, he doesn't have to be retiring AJ Styles. He doesn't have to be retiring anyone. He retired, quote unquote, John Cena, the GOAT.
And Goldberg.
Exactly. So, how many accolades does this guy need until it's there's other guys on the roster who need help, right?
Okay, so the reason why when people were wondering who should face John Cena for his last match, I actually wanted it to be Gunther, right? And the reason being is AEW is still a big enough company to steal talent, right? Mm-hmm. My thing is, I don't feel there's anybody, a younger person on the rock coming up that I would feel man, they feel like they're diehard WWE. I feel like they they're great on the mic. They're great here. They're great there. That if you let them retire John, their career going to be great. I feel like, I don't know, maybe Braun Breaker. I feel so my thing is like, what if Braun would have retired Cena and then Braun eventually, I don't know, just you felt like, dude, Mike skill, like Jey Uso. Pretty much we're all like, Jey ain't that great. There's so many memes on Jey.
Yeah, I don't know
right?
why they've hyped him up so much.
So here's the thing. I feel like might as well be Gunther, because Gunther was already a made man and he's newer. So Gunther got he got time left to go. So I feel like if it ain't gonna be like Brock Lesnar, which is funny, but to beat John and retire him, right? Because they go way back. I feel like, dude, just let Gunther do it, because I feel like he's the only one in this middle era. Like he's not young, he's not old, he's in the middle, and he had a great career. I mean, if you look in the last 5 years, the top star gotta be Roman Reigns, right? Having that reign 4 years, and then it gotta be Gunther. Gunther, 80% of his career, he was a champion. I mean, so I just look at Gunther in that way.
I'm also kind of saddened by like freaking isn't it summer anymore?
Today's summer anymore, TBG. Seth is coming back as face, and older dudes don't need the rub anymore. They should be putting younger talent. But my thing is this: I feel like I don't like it when they put over younger talent and disappear, because I feel like, well, bro, you was leaving anyway, so I don't feel special. Like, yeah, I beat you. Like when Cody beat Brock. That was Brock's last match, and he was gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, I want to beat you as an active wrestler on a roster to feel like, oh, damn, I beat that guy, and he's still around beating other people, but I beat him. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just the whole situation with like Roman and The Rock and Brock Lesnar and Cody. It's all a mess. And listen, I love Cody Rhodes as the guy who's chasing the title, but when he had the title, I couldn't.
You know what the thing is? My brother's a diehard Roman fan, but he was like, Cody's not going to be able to keep it up. I was like, bro, it ain't even about who keep it up. We just need to find who should be the one to beat Roman. And the first year, I was like, no, Cody shouldn't do it because he didn't do enough. For me, all he did was win the Royal Rumble, beat Seth Rollins, and he had beat somebody else. That was a big deal. But then he got injured, and he was gone for too long. Now, the second time, I was like, okay, once he beat Brock, I was like, okay, he had that first year, won the Rumble, then he did this, and this. Now I feel like the fans like him. Now he's good enough for me to be the guy to beat Roman if they let him do it, and they let him do it, right? So, because I'm talking about, like, you got to be the guy to beat Roman after Roman didn't lose for so long. Make it special. Let me ask you this, bro. I did not see, it felt like it was going to happen, but I was shocked when Cody lost on SmackDown. I was like, and I was excited though, because I feel like Drew deserves it.
Oh no, Drew McIntyre, one of the most underrated talent they have had, and it's like,
and I don't
every time he gets the title,
I think so my son said something cool a couple years ago, or a year ago, or whatever. He said, I feel like this is in the era of reward you. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, I feel like people are going to start to be rewarded for things they did. I feel like this is the big reward for Drew. Drew was that guy, and he was losing to this person, losing to that person. He got the look. He got the mic. Dude, he could wrestle. And I feel like this is his, hey, you know what? Now you're rewarded. But, yeah.
But I love Drew McIntyre. Like, if there was like a guy who absolutely deserves a run with a major title, it's him.
Only thing I didn't like, bro, I'm thinking he's gonna be this Monster Hill, blah blah blah, and you got Jacob run out and chase him off. I'm like,
dude, like, okay, they need to get Drew McIntyre back to the Scottish psychopath. The guy is like, he comes out and he fucking, goddamn, I forget his name of signature move. Claymore, right? That's Claymore, the Claymore he does.
Yeah.
Just Claymore is his WrestleMania opponent, week after week after week. And they try to bar him, and it's like, dude, you can't stop this guy. He's a monster.
Right.
He wants this fucker dead on that fucking ring. Or at least so tired out by the time they get to Mania, it's just a simple slant, suplex, Claymore, 1, 2, 3.
Something. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I know they want to build Jacob up, so that's cool. They kind of treated that episode like it did kind of feel like
yeah.
I still have a problem saying PLE, but a pay-per-view. But anyways, anything else you want to add to wrestling? I kind of want to move on a little bit.
One of the most underrated talents on the roster who should be getting a freaking title match at some point is Aleister Black. Dude, his match with Damian Priest was actually pretty damn good.
It was pretty good. And I like the theatrics and everything of it. I think, yeah, he should at least get like the USA or the IC.
Or the idea I want to pitch at some point is him working with the Wyatts and then getting like the House of Black from AEW into WWE.
Okay.
And then maybe we retire the Wyatts because, listen, I loved Bray Wyatt. Absolutely one of my favorite characters of all time. I know you got your beef with him because of, Bobby Lashley and everything. But I love the Wyatt Six when they first came in. But they have done nothing with them. And you need to move on.
I agree.
I don't think Nikki Cross has had a single match since she was put in the Wyatt Six. And it's like, okay, I get it. We're doing this because, the memory of Wyndham Rotunda. But can we stop doing this now? Like,
yeah. If you're not gonna make something good out of it, dude, don't just make them just some group.
Exactly. Don't make them
yeah, they don't even know what they want to do. Are they face? Are they heels? Like what are we doing?
And then they're working with the fucking Tongas and freaking Solo Sikoa, which talk about falling off the card when the Tongas are your fucking opponents.
Well, so the problem is they need to have some type of group that has the same amount of numbers.
That's why I was suggesting House of Black or I don't know, freaking Kane and Undertaker coming out of retirement.
Oh, look what Black Dragon said. Black is on injury. Let's be honest, they get rid of Cross and his wife and gave the gimmick to Black and his wife. I hope they don't.
Hey.
You might be right though, but that's not a good gimmick. So look, let me switch gears and get off of wrestling. We've been on here for a little bit. So let me go back to game. Oh yeah, actually we've been on wrestling for so long. We actually need a legit topic switch. So we're gonna go back to some gaming.
Topic switch.
All right, guys, let's go back to some gaming because I still got some gaming stuff I want to talk about. And I actually want to ask you guys about this. I'm not that I'm getting hyped for this game, but I got a feeling this game isn't going to be bad as people once thought it was going to be. There was so much doom and gloom. There was so much talks that this is the new Concord, that this game isn't going anywhere. But I got a feeling a game made another game successful or will make a game successful. So today we actually got a price. Was it today or yesterday? But we got a price and release date for Concord. So Concord will be $39.99. That was the rumor anyway, so that's not a shocker. But March 5th is gonna be the date of Concord releasing. And so here's what I said Concord. Damn, did I just down it? Marathon. So the Marathon, I got to play the closed beta. I can't say much about it. What's going on, my man? KWR, what's going on, man? I got some PlayStation Plus Elite headsets this year. Oh, that's dope. Okay. They literally did just that. They didn't even wait. That's messed up. So I actually I got to play the closed beta and NDA and all that, but it was okay. But Arc Raiders came on the scene, and Arc Raiders for me, dude, I'm loving the experiences. So they said that Marathon, they originally didn't want them to have proximity chat, which is when you get close to people, they can hear you talk, because they felt it would be too toxic. Well, with the success of proximity chat in Arc Raiders, they decided, okay, now we're going to add it in that. So they came out with a trailer, or a vidoc, as Bungie would call it, of like the different characters in the game. Dude, I was watching it like, Yo, I think Marathon, and I've been saying it before that video. I got a feeling because Arc Raiders is doing so good, it's allowing people to be like, well, what's the extraction shooter? What's the extraction genre? Because it wasn't really a popular genre, at least not on consoles, right? Only thing you really had was Hunt, Showdown, and Vigor that I could think of, right? Some people say the Division, but it just had the dark mode in the Division, right? The whole game was an extraction. So I feel like Marathon's gonna get a little bit of a rub, man, because what they're showing, it's looking kind of good. So let's get TPG back on here and see what he has to say about it. Actually, I don't think he's in his chair. So TPG, when you get back to your chair, just wait for me. But man, I am thinking, I'm thinking Marathon might be okay. So let me read this real quick. So did you hear about the controversy of Nintendo randomly banning people Switch 2 for no reason? It reminds me of the early 360. No, so I don't think they're doing it for no reason. So Nintendo came out, I think before the Switch 2 came out, and they said they're going to brick your system if you use certain emulators and stuff. And so they was bricking some systems.
Well, okay, so here's the irony of that. NSO is an emulator. Those retro games you be put on, that's running off an emulator. Right. So are they banning people for using NSO?
Well, so who makes NSO?
Nintendo. Well, I don't know if they made it specifically or if they hired someone to do it and then they, bought it. But
yeah, but so it's different. If Nintendo goes to a third party and backs somebody to do something for them, that's them. But they're not allowing people to do stuff on their hardware. So they're gonna break your system. So I'm just saying, like,
that would be fucked up.
But and like everybody say, oh, Nintendo will go after you. So they made it clear. So if people getting their stuff bricked, it is not for no reason.
Yeah,
Nintendo ain't playing around. But anyway, let me see, Cowboy. Did you hear about the PS6 getting delayed? So I did hear that the next consoles might get delayed because of the overpricing of the cards. So that's what I heard. So I don't know. It might happen. Yo, what's going on? So Do Games, if you're free and you want to jump in, I pinned the link in the chat. Anybody could jump in to any of you guys if you want to join us, you can. So TPG, what's your thoughts on Marathon? Did you see any other?
Well, a lot of people being doom and gloom about this game.
Right.
After that trailer, part of me is sitting there kind of going, you know what?
Yeah.
I might have a chance. Maybe.
I think it's going in the right direction, especially because of Arc Raiders. And they did this, and that trailer was kind of here. Let's pull up the actual trailer. I got that queued up next. And I think it's looking kind of good. And I think the thing is, for the people who want more PvP, there's people who complain about Arc Raiders and say, oh, they need more PvP. Well, if you want more PvP, you're gonna find it in Marathon. Follow the path, fitting into the path. What I like, I'll turn it down a little bit. What I like is the how they have all the different, they call them shells. So your shell will have different abilities than the other one. So you go play totally different than somebody else. I think they got like 7 shells.
Damn.
They got one that's just a hardcore, like, got a big gun and shoulder rockets, and you can run in with a shield, so it's pretty much close-in combat. They got one that's like a sniper that can shoot from far distance and disappear. They got one that is made just to steal loot. So you could like sneak around and you could snatch loot out people's hands and get away real quick. You got a grappler hook. Yeah, it's I don't know, it seems interesting, man.
The truth is in your hands.
And it has such a different look. I'm not sure if I like it or don't like it.
It looks good.
Like super futuristic.
I've seen one.
I'm not saying the graphics are bad, but that it's so futuristic looking. It's like, well, yeah.
Marathon. I'll put it in the background as we're chatting and just mute it. But yeah, I don't know.
It's got a chance, but I think people. First off, dude, like, can we just address this? Like, people on the internet are just too damn negative.
I agree.
I swear to Christ, you can't say anything nice about a game, and people jump down your throat like that.
No. Yeah, I think the thing is because negativity sells, right? Drama sells, and again, it's influencers, right? So it's not like you're just a content creator and you dislike something, so you make a video. It'll be a wave. Oh, everybody thinks this is trash, so we all want to jump on it. And it's like, man, that's just diluting people because, to be honest, there's more followers than leaders. So many people are just going to be like, oh, this trash because I seen a video, and just go repeat what they seen on the video. But guys, let's bring in none other than the guy, the horror man himself, the guy with the voice that will change the position of the Earth's axis when he gets to speaking. It's none other than Dude Games, aka Scout. What's up?
What's up? Can you guys hear me? Hello out there in TV land. That's right, it's Dude Games.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Dude Games, we gotta start this over, man. We gotta do it right. We gotta pull us off, and we gotta let you do your thing, man. So and you talk about whatever you want. You bring up whatever you want. You cut a promo. You do whatever. But we got to do it right. So.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. That's right, I'm Dude Games. Here we have gameplays of all types. Are you ready for some action?
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. So what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I just you started talking about marathon, and I felt that familiar itch.
Okay. Well, for me, it's starting to look good. I know there was a lot of doom and gloom. They had the issue where they stole art and stuff like that. So a lot of people was bashing it, saying it was going to be the next Concord. But it looks like they've been listening to people. They've been doing a bunch of those beta tests, and they've been watching what Arc Raiders been doing as well. And so they've been tweaking it, and it's starting to like there's people who don't like Arc Raiders because they feel like it isn't PvP heavy, and the community complains about it. Well, Marathon is like, no, you want PvP? This is going to give you PvP. So it's interesting.
All right. Well, I got something to say to that. I've actually come prepared, and well, since you asked, it actually looks to me like Marathon is borrowing a lot from it's called another extraction game that went extinct called the Cycle Frontier. Okay. If you look at the gameplay, the way the guns are, the way the maps are, like if you stood this side by side with the Cycle Frontier, it looks very, very, very similar. So I don't know, man. Like I'm a big Bungie fan, and you know, first of all, my first opinion about the whole thing is it's career suicide because they're putting something you know, as flagship as Marathon's name on the line here with a new, you know, reimagining of what Marathon is supposed to be. So we'll see, man. I mean, the gameplay I've seen recently looks good. And I'm still on board, you know, because I'm a diehard Bungie fan, and I'll give it a shot regardless, just to say if it's. May I speak frankly here?
Let's go.
All right. Well, if it's shit, you know, I'll be the one to tell you. Or, you know, any true Bungie fan will be the one to tell you. If it's shit, it's shit. Like, you've played Destiny, so you know what's up.
Yeah,
if it's garbage, it's garbage.
I didn't know you was a big Bungie fan. But
oh, dude, I'm a huge Bungie fan. I was in Halo tournaments. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3. Then when Reach came out, you know, Midnight Madness and all that. Huge fan.
Okay. Did you ever get into Bungie? I mean, into Destiny?
A little bit here and there. My son mostly got into Destiny after the you know, they sold off the Halo IP to 343. I just thought after that, you know, I had like a salty taste in my mouth, man. You know, it's like Bungie went all dog water on us for a while.
Right. So here's the Cycle Frontier. I actually pulled it up. I wonder if some people are looking like, is that Marathon? But yeah, so Cycle Frontier. Now, is this an extraction shooter or no?
Yeah, dude. Look at it. Like if you put this shit side by side, aside from like maybe you know, a palette change and shit.
Right.
It you know, I feel it looks more like this, and this is more akin to the more survival type of extraction shooter, like more like Tarkov.
Yeah, I seen it look like they were, let me back. I seen it look like they were using a hammer and breaking some stuff or whatever, like getting materials.
Yeah. I mean, very, very similar to what you guys are doing out there, you know, and if you looked at the marathon thing, I don't know if like they have the same kind of where you might be mining for, but as far as like the weapons, the landscapes, even the color palettes are pretty damn close.
No, I agree. Yeah, it definitely did look similar. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Marathon might get a second chance. So
I'll be definitely playing it.
Definitely want to check it out. And they released the amount, so it's only going to be a $40 game. So I think that's people.
It makes me all soft and gooey inside.
Sorry if I'm not talking very much. I'm reading this article right now. Apparently there is some news about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remasters.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
yes. I was just gonna say I follow the modder community when it comes to Fallout stuff, and like they've been in the works for remasters for quite some time now. If you guys want to like look into Fallout stuff, look into like the latest mods. They have like stuff when you're in London and different like countries and whatnot, because you know it's awesome.
So I've never been a Fallout fan. I don't know much about Fallout, but
how are you not a Fallout fan? I think this would be like something right up your alley. You like the post-apocalypse stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like I do like futuristic stuff. I like fantasy, but Fallout looks too.
Because it's not like really futuristic. It's kind of futuristic, but
well, that's what I was gonna say. It looks too human-y for me. Same thing with It reminds me of Far Cry. They both look like you're running around with humans, but it's not really like creatures or I don't know.
So you don't like
look like it was up my
you don't like
speed.
The Witcher. You don't like The Witcher, right?
No. But I will say, I don't like The Witcher because when The Witcher was like getting big. So it's funny. I have a brother, and we're opposite gamers, right? He's he likes The Witcher. He likes the Bethesda games. I was more like multiplayer games where he was like one-player games.
Oh.
But so yeah,
like
all the games
nukes.
he was into, Mass Effect and stuff. I was the opposite.
What's there not to like
Well, look,
about a game where you could drop a nuke for no reason?
Vet put this in the chat.
What Vet put in the chat? Vet?
I guess Call of Duty, right? You get so many kill streak.
You want me to read this for you?
So Vet did put this in here for us to check out. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Where did the RTX 5090 go? GPU stock has disappeared in the U.S. and third-party prices are headed into orbit.
I'll give you a hint. Their flag is red.
Now
and they have a lot of space for servers, and they make a bunch of iPhones for dirt cheap.
Yes, so I know Vet was saying earlier that like if you look, you can't find certain GPUs, and then somebody was like, "Well, they're not getting rid of this." It was crazy in the Discord today, man. It was like in the computer in the PC Discord, it went crazy, and
I love it.
I think it was cool.
I'm so glad I decided to start retro gaming instead of buying a PC, because right now buying a PC is a fucking nightmare. Those prices, holy shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, and that's one of the things that he opened up the floodgates. He did it. I didn't do it. He did it. So yeah, that's part of one of the biggest things that we were talking about in the Discord today, talking about like eventually, and can I say this in your stream, Cowboy, and invite food for thought? All right, so like, I've been going back and forth with some of my colleagues today, and they disagree with me.
Oh, wait.
And,
before you say that, hold up. Before you say that, let's just bring in a guy who just recently bought a PC. So this is like on time. None other than one of my brothers, Mr. 5-0 Trey Gaming, the owner of. Well, I'll let him say what's the name of his podcast going to be, because he actually is about to come out with a podcast and everything. So let's get in the Xbox refugee himself, Murder, aka 5-0 Trey Gaming.
And it's Murder.
And he's not even there. Right.
Murder you.
All right, so go ahead, Games.
I don't even know what.
No, so go ahead. You were saying you were talking to your colleagues earlier.
Oh yeah. We were basically talking about this controversial subject, and I said, with the trends that are affecting not only United States consumers, but like all across the world, that eventually I can foresee the possibility of something like a PC as hardware being phased out, just like consoles, if it may affect the bottom dollar at the end of the day with some of these multi-conglomerate big ass companies. I mean, if any of these companies gave a damn about how we felt, we wouldn't have games that come out that aren't fucking completed. We wouldn't, there wouldn't be hardware that fails and we have to buy extra components, or we have to send it back to have it fixed after spending $600 or $700 freaking dollars. If they cared, shit like that wouldn't happen. But my point was simply this: if they can, keep lining their pockets, but cut the underlying overhead costs to themselves and how they make anything, period, they're going to do it.
I agree. I think people are foolish when they have their perspective and just think like they'll never do that. It's like, no. Money is the motivator. So don't you ever think somebody won't do something if money's on the table. Now, if you could get enough people to group together, like what you said was real powerful in the Discord. You was like, okay, unless people stop paying for it, then that might change some heads. But dude, if you have if you have somebody over here that's willing to pay more, and the people over here that's paying less, and you need that extra, best believe they're going to take it from these people so they can sell it to these people.
Right. And in the end, it's like, what annoys me the most about a lot of these companies is like, I'm not making fun of fans when I say this: PlayStation, Xbox, PC, like I like it all. It doesn't matter to me, like in the long run. But my problem with it all is like, you all think that you're getting something and they're playing the classic bait and switch. You spend hard-earned dollars on things that aren't completed, so on and so forth. And it just grinds me. And everybody still flies their flag and never questions when they make a misstep in their practice. It's sickening.
Yeah, well, what I love was today you were it was cool because lately you spoke highly of PC, but what I do love is today you went in on everything. You was like PC, you was like, and then you had certain people that was like, well, PC is like, no. You was like, bro, I understand you love PC, I love PC too. But you were just like, look, this is messed up. Console, this is messed up. So you went down the line. And I think that was fair.
Yeah.
You're right. People do have a flag. They wave it. And it's like their thing, that their preference is untouchable. But all these companies are out for money.
Right. And the thing for also people to remember is like you, Cowboy, when, like you might have someone that's promoting something or talking about something, in the end, you're never going to make anybody move their stance on something that they feel compassionate about. Like the PC guys that do modding or they're coders, and they just feel like it's never going to go anywhere. And I see where they're coming from. But at the same time, it's like, again, if it's not lining someone's pockets, that could always end up stopping in the future, like no problem.
Great. Well, 5-0 Trey is in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm good. Just got home from work. Then I had to rush and pick up the daughter. So I don't know what you guys are talking about at the moment.
We were.
I heard an
just
Xbox.
talking about the.
We're talking about how y'all who want to get into PC gaming, you might as well do it now and jump in head first, because it's about to get.
I mean,
yeah, a couple.
Right now, it's like the deep web of video games and shit.
What'd you say, Games?
I said right now, PC gaming is like the deep web of video gaming, because it's like with all the controversy with the GPUs and the internal parts and accessories and the price skyrocketing of everything. It's basically like everybody wants to see what it's all about, but you might catch a virus. The deep web of gaming.
So here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
So I don't follow this at all. I just listen to you guys talk in the Discord. Are the prices going to go up, or are they up? Because Trey bought a PC like a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't like he didn't spend $5,000. So I feel like
no, he wouldn't.
Is just rumors, or did it start yet?
See, I'm about to tell you a little secret about like. All right, so there's sites that you can go to that you can do what they call pre-built PCs, and generally those sites, you know, because they're shopping around like secondhand or third-hand parts, they throw them into these pre-built PCs, and you get what it says that you're getting with your RTX 2060 or whatever the hell, but you know, it's not exactly like minted, if you know what I'm saying. They always have some sort of deals on these sites, like all the time. It could be, you know, an RTX 3090, 4090, whatever, and it might have some insanely low price tag, like $600-700, and you're like, "There's no effing way," but that's it. But when you start buying PC parts individually, that's where they really try to get you. That's where they really try to.
What's going on, Franklin? Thanks for popping in. What's going on, CMG? Do Games. I want to give you a shout out real quick, man.
Yo.
So a lot of times when you know, we come together on the podcast, we have a bunch of people talking. Myself sometimes we have this inability to get to the point, and we end up going on and on. You have a good way of mentioning your points, and then you're like, okay, and then you stop, and it lets the next person be able to jump right in. I want to commend you for that. That's really, you know, good etiquette, should I say, because we're used to talking over each other, because one person might be going on so long and that other person's been waiting to talk, and so they didn't just cut them off. So I want to give you a shout out for that.
I appreciate that. It's just, you know, it's just a good way of doing things, you know.
No, it definitely is. So 5-0 Trey, what's going on, man? Talk to us.
I jumped into PC a couple weeks ago myself, and I bought a pre-built. So I just heard it was kind of spur of the moment for me. It was like I seen the RAM stuff that they were talking about, and I kind of was wondering about it. So I just took the initiative to go get one, and yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting little rabbit hole. There's definitely like we talk about Cowboy as like console as like console gamers, you know. There's definitely some quirks about it that make me just appreciate my console even more. You know, but at the same time, I'm a beginner. I don't say anything because I can't be in those conversations about PC yet, because I'm a 2-week PC owner. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I don't be knowing nothing that they're talking about, and all the guys that are talking in here, they tell me how to get my stuff running the way it should be running, and so yeah, but it's fun. I'm starting to learn it. I'm enjoying it.
That's what's up, man.
That's cool, man.
Hit the button and
start powered up now.
You know, but yeah. With everything that's going on, if you're trying to get into PC, I know it's a bad time, people would say,
right?
You know, but I did it like almost a month ago when it was the prices were still kind of getting high, and I know they're going to get higher. I wouldn't want to try to buy a PC within the next 6 months to a year.
He got in when the getting was good.
Yeah, I just went in with a little over 1,000, dropped it on the table, and walked out. You know,
any other time there.
Makes sense.
Yeah, is my mic loud enough?
Yes.
Great.
You are coming in loud and clear, my little buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool though, Cowboy. But hold on before you move on.
Okay.
And remember how people be sitting there and they'll tell us, you guys are over here battling over your plastic box. Remember how they always say that to us?
Yep.
Man, if you get inside these chat with PC dudes, they really have they're doing the same thing. They're having the whole AMD, Nvidia, and Intel and this type of war. It's crazy. It blows my mind, kind of just like when you made it apparent that there was kind of a cloud war.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I remember people saying there's a cloud.
A lot of stuff going. There's a lot of stuff going down behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, it's genuinely wild to me because I do see people that, because I'm a console gamer, so I'm always in console chats or podcasts or whatever it is, and most of the time it's some PC dude popping in. Oh, look at you peasants over here fighting over plastic boxes, and when you get in and you really talk to people who are on PCs, it's all about that, Cowboy.
So
I got a 76,000 XT 3DO and with a and you got an Nvidia like 6025 36, and it's just crazy conversation when I just sit back and I just listen.
So you know what's crazy? When I started learning that as Neos came on the scene. So
that's awesome.
When Neos came on the scene, he was explaining to me like, oh, these Nvidia dudes and these whatever the other AMD dudes, and I was like,
put it closer to the camera. I need to see the game.
Oh, hold up. Let's see what we got.
What?
Oh, whoops! I took them off. Oh, damn. All right, there you go. Oh,
what's it say, Cowboy? You got glasses on?
Hold up. Where
3D Game Heroes. So I didn't know this. This game was made by From Software, published by Atlas. This cost me almost $80.
Listen, all that money you spent on these old games, you could just
get your money back.
PC.
No, I ain't getting my money back, motherfucker. Dude,
so listen,
I finally built a decent collection.
So hold up. What I'll say is and I got somebody in the back that's gonna pop in. So yeah, and Neos is in the building. So when Neos came in the scene, so I guess the thing is I didn't really give too much thought to PC. Like people will pop in and say PC, I'll be like, all right, whatever, bro. And I never even let it penetrate my brain. But I will give Neos credit. He came on the scene. He's a little younger. He was never trying to talk down to me. He was more explaining. And even when he was trying to talk how powerful a PC is, he said it in a way that made me be like, ask a question. But like Murder said, I was used to a PC guy like, oh, you little console peasant. Like, bro, get up out of here. So I never even wanted to ask a question. It was more like, you brought it to me like we supposed to be for something, right? So now it's the most ever. I created a PC because Jersey asked me, create a PC tab in the Discord, and it gets way more scattered than any of the other things, right? But now I'm understanding, like, wait, it's just like Xbox and PlayStation. It's and like you said, it's my Nvidia is better.
Cowboy, Nvidia. Let's put the equivalency kind of how I'm trying to start to figure it out. Nvidia is kind of more like a PlayStation side. AMD is kind of like the loose, the other good company that's below them. Or I think in some terms of things, some have better this, some have better that. I mean, I'm not a pro, but.
Right.
It all depends.
So let me
Nvidia is higher than AMD, though. You would agree?
I would agree in some aspects. Nvidia has like certain things with their drivers in the RTX modes that AMD doesn't yet have, but I can agree with you there. Yes.
So let me do this real quick before we go any further.
And I'm not a PC dude, so I really don't know. Disclaimer.
So here's what's cool. Let me bring in a PC dude that's been sitting in the back.
There we go.
Because he might be able to shed some light on this whole.
This guy.
But I got something to say to him when he comes in, and so let's bring him in first because he's none other than my brother, Mr. QBD.
There we go.
What's up?
What's up? You've been rocking.
What is up?
With PC for a minute, so you know, you can
Houdini,
really
Neos, all those guys. They gave me a lot
I
of
heard
help.
all this conversation. I'm like, I can't sit this one out. Like, come on.
You can sit this one out, but I want to say this, Houdini.
You can.
This is going to be my new thing. Whenever I was thinking about this the other day, y'all was going on and on about PC. You know what? Damn it, Houdini. I don't care what nobody say. Just like I always look at Doc Dark and say he is always an Xbox guy. Damn it, I don't want to hear nothing from you about PC because when I met you, you was diehard Xbox, so you the Xbox guy. All right, I'm done.
Xbox ecosystem,
Xbox.
yes. Ecosystem, yes. Not console.
Xbox ecosystem.
Whatever. You was.
I've
Xbox.
never owned a Series X, so yeah.
Oh, you never owned a mini fridge?
Nope, I had the little white one instead.
So
the little white boy.
Before we go throwing shots on Xbox and PlayStation, Houdini, break it down for us though. What's your thoughts with kind of what Murder was saying, like AMD and Intel and?
I mean, he's not wrong. It's the same war. It's just an elevated war. You know, it's
way elevated.
But they all pick on PlayStation, Xbox guys, and Nintendo guys.
Look, when I say what I say about computers, I always say it because like there are far more things that you can do with a PC, personal computer that you use at home that has a graphics card and can recognize a certain level of detail that you can't do with an Xbox, that you can't do with the PlayStation, you can't do with the phone, you can't do with the tablet. That's why I say those things.
So let me say this real quick. I am going to agree. I'm never, somebody said this in the chat the other day. I think it was Sev or whatever. I'm never going to not say that PCs are superior, right? This is what I said. I said I agree that PCs are superior, meaning in gaming, you could get more frames. In gaming, you're going to get better visuals. In gaming, you could crank a PC up and do more than a console. With consoles, on the other end, I feel they're great for convenience. They're great for plug and play. You're just going to press start, turn it on, press start, go. And also, and I said this the other day, somebody got mad at me. Now, whether we could have this conversation, but my third thing I said is price. Their price point to me is better. Now, no, there's some, and I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Seb. Somebody was like, "No, what do you mean?" I was like, somebody said something like a PC is only 2 times the amount of a console. I was like, bro, if you just said it's 2 times, then can we not just say that as far as price point or cost effective,
I mean,
console would have that, right? Because
I've seen.
Because let me say this last thing. If you say a PC, like you just said, I forgot what the term you just said, a higher or higher up than consoles, whatever the term is, that's fine.
It's elevated,
But elevated. But how much money does it cost to be elevated? It's going to be more than a console. So I'm just saying that's why I would give the cost.
Yeah, but Cowboy, when I say elevated, I mean like the Ferrari and Lamborghini guys arguing about cars versus the Ford and Chevy guys arguing about cars. That's what I mean by elevated.
Oh, you mean just in PC against PC?
Well,
no, he means when like the PC people are the Lambo people arguing amongst themselves.
The Lambo and Ferrari
and we're the Honda Kia dudes over here on console arguing amongst ourselves.
My only issue with that is so my only issue with
or
that
Ford and Chevy, however you.
Yeah, so that makes my point. So we're gonna all agree a Lambo costs way more than a Chevy or a Kia, right?
Right, and you get what you pay for.
Cost effective. If you want to save money, you will buy a Kia or a Chevy, correct?
Right, but let me ask you a question. How much did your PlayStation 5 Pro cost you?
Who says you need a Pro?
Yeah,
mine was $250.
Well, for him, it's 700 something. It was 7 something.
All right, so like you add $200 to that if you were holding the money, which you probably were, and you have a PC that's capable of doing what we talk about.
But Scott, it's more than that. If you take his base PS5, then you take his Pro, put it together, he could have bought a hell of a PC in the last 3 years.
Yeah, but hold up.
Right?
So the reason why I don't like when people do that is so it reminds me of my stepdaughter. My stepdaughter engine died, and so it ended up costing $5,000, right, to get it rebuilt. So at the time, it was like, okay, you're young, you don't make a lot of money. Like you can't afford a car payment and you wouldn't be able to afford car insurance, right? So at the time it made sense to rebuild the engine, $5,000. Less than a week later, she got into a car accident, ran a red light, and add an extra $1,600 damage to her car.
when it was fixed, then it was able to test drive it. Found out she ended up damaging the internally damaged the transmission. So that was another $1,900. Here's what's not fair about that story. She got mad and was like, "Oh, the money I spent, I could have bought a new car." It was like, well, if we knew that. So again, if I bought a PlayStation 5 3 years ago, you can't be like, you could have just took that. I know I was gonna buy. Did I know a PlayStation 5 Pro was even real? So
yeah, but you knew 3 years ago you could have got a better PC, and
No,
you could still be rocking it right now.
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. You know what
Yeah,
I know
because
about?
the only thing that's
Okay,
advanced is the number in GPUs and CPUs. I mean, most of the parts are same thing, just newer version.
Like I'm running a 2022 graphics card. See what I'm saying? Like you don't need, anything last 5 years is fine.
so I do. So I'll say this. I agree. Well, not that I know. I'm gonna say I would agree with what you're saying. But here's what I don't like. When people like you, somebody did this the other day. This is what you guys do. Like you. This is what I'm saying. Like you. You guys have your PC that you have, and you say you don't need nothing more because you don't want to spend more. Then you get somebody that has a more powerful PC than you and be like, I could do this. And then you say, but I don't need to do that. And for me, standing to the side, I'm like, well, hell, you bragging on how better your PC is than a PlayStation. This guy's bragging how much better his PC is than your PC. And I'm looking like I'd rather his PC, but your answer to justify your cause is I don't need to do that. I don't like that.
I think part of the problem is there's different levels of PC guys. There's the 1080p PC guys, 1440p PC guys, the 4K PC guys, and then the money is no option PC guys. Right. And unfortunately, they all get grouped in together way too much.
But here's the thing, though. If you just said all you said, that was brilliant. You said this guy's. So then if you throw the console guys to the side, like, okay, well, if you could admit that somebody has a better PC than you, but you're fine with yours, why I can't be fine with my console?
Well, what I would say is the dollar amount that you spent for the Pro and the base over the last 5 years, you could have bought an equivalent PC that would have been better than both of them.
And you know what? Okay, now we're going to jump over to in the beginning what I said. Remember what I said? I said the PCs, you got the frames, you got the graphics, you got all of this. And what I say for consoles, you got the convenience, you got the plug and play. If I paid all that money, so you got to ask what's more important to each person. Like you might say my PC is perfect. To the guy who got a 5090 is like, bro, your PC is trash. So to me, you tell me if I spent the extra $200, I could have better graphics. I'm gonna be like, is it still plug and play? Is the convenience there? You're like, well, no. I'm like, then that's more important to me. So no matter, even if I spent $5,000, bought the 5090 bells and whistles, am I gonna get the plug and play? Am I gonna get the convenience? And if your answer is no, then you still not swaying me.
Well,
so
I would counter with the plug and play and the convenience are your biggest things, right, for a console. I mean, PC is not that difficult to launch Steam. It's not. But
okay,
my point is, those are your two favorite things about console, right?
Well, yeah, for me, playing consoles my whole life. So when I look on the other side, yes, I hold those because I'm gonna be honest. Me, right? The lack that I know, like. It took me like 2 hours to have somebody help me figure out why I couldn't play a demo. All jokes aside, and he's a developer.
I'm with you.
He was like, bro, what? He was like, bro, what is wrong with you? I'm about to tag you in. He was like, what's wrong with your thing? I'm like, I don't know. He figured out like, bro, you had your thing since 2019 and never updated anything. I was like, I don't know. He was like, how did you not update? I was like, how did I know I was supposed to? Like,
the reason why I asked about those two categories are my counter would be the modding community on PC.
Okay.
Also, not having to pay to play online.
Okay.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
And then just the flexibility of changing your game to what you want. If you want great graphics in 30, you can do that. If you want... it's just the options. Like options are, and that's why I like the Xbox ecosystem, I think, because they have options. They have this free ad paid cloud streaming thing coming. It's just another option. Like I don't.
Cubini, we don't want fucking options.
Well,
Console people, goddamn.
We don't want options, damn it.
We want to play 3D pixel heroes one way, and that's it.
Well,
Fuck
my
the
thing
other
is,
community.
I feel like this is the thing is, I feel like for every person, you should get what you want for you, right? I don't mind spending money, right? I think I've been playing gaming for so long. For me, what I like in gaming and all the people I've came across, no one has convinced me that the PC would be the way to go for me. Now, I'm going to let Murder speak because he's a die-hard console guy, and it's cool. He actually bought his own PC. So when you say, like, oh, what you mean? You'll eventually get it. Listen, I'm not dumb. I know I'll eventually learn all this
You already
stuff.
have it, brother. You literally got a gaming laptop right in front of you.
Correct. That I never used for get. Well, I played.
Steam,
I played a demo on it.
I tell that same thing to Cowboy. I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna be the.
You know. Like,
right? Whoa. Now, Cubini's lying. I know now because I'm in the loop. God damn it! I get on Steam, Cowboy, and you got to look through the game. They will tell you this game is not supported by controller. So they force you to some of those computer games. They do. I mean, but he is right. And the Xbox controller damn near pairs with every game. The DualSense, it kind of.
It's like 80%.
It's hit or miss. Yeah, it's hit or miss. You know, and then they'll say, "Oh, this one's." You know, some of the games that you play on PC, they force you to play mouse and keyboard. And I watch my 10-year-old son. He's my motivation. You know, he's 10, and he'll get on here and just be.
Dude, I can't do it.
And I just be like looking at him do it, and I'm just like, man, I know I can do this,
right?
But I'm not going to do this. Any game that's not controller supported, I'm not going to play.
Right.
But
I mean that's maybe 5%, maybe. Like it's a strategy game. RTS is, you know.
I just think the thing is, it's too much. I could learn it. It's just why. If a console come out, so here's the thing. So
Calvo, you got the basics down. You're running a PC. You're running the Windows program. You would get a pre-built or whatever, like mine. 1100 what I got mine at the time. Right. Because I knew what I have a cousin that works down at the Best Buy, and he's like, hey, if you're looking for PC, you better try to get one now because in the next week or two they got some shit going on. And so that's why you didn't hear me say prior to me getting a PC like I'm looking for one or I'm doing anything. I just went out and got it. Right. And literally 4 days after I bought my PC for 1100, you know, it's a 5060, 32 gigs. You know, it runs everything at ultra and shit like that. I don't know. But it's like,
may I say something?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So from someone similarly that from back in the day, a big Xbox fan, as I've stated, I was a big Halo fan. So I was Xbox like through and through. That transition into PCdom, you'd be amazed on how quick that your hands get used to keyboard and mouse from controller. Because quite literally, it's just a larger spacing of vertical, horizontal axis, and then like your 360 loop. That's essentially the only difference is you have a controller with everything grouped right there in your hands. Right. The keyboard and mouse, it's the same idea, but like it's more of an extension of your body. Like you could twitch faster with a keyboard and mouse than you can with a controller.
I mean, Scout, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The mouse is fire. You jump on Battlefield and shit, and you get off the controller, get on mouse.
That turning is that's why we don't play with you guys though. That's why it's cross play off when we do Battlefield. That's exactly it, right there, right there. And I know now because I have it, so I know it's precision. You know, like you're turning the mouse, Cowboy, but in the game, it's just bam. Wham.
Oh yeah, I remember years ago I had gotten into a debate with a buddy of mine, and I used to be here's the producer of the show I was on, and we got into it, and we just called it quits, right? Which ultimately sent me into game streaming, which kind of brought me to where I am. So I guess it worked out. But we were doing a Fortnite tournament, and he was like, people could play on PC and use the mouse and keyboard. I was like, bro, that's not even fair. He was like, why isn't it? I was like, bro, a mouse and keyboard would destroy somebody on a console. He was like, it's really not that big of a difference.
Yeah,
like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, are you being serious?
It's really simple. Anybody can do it. You just plug it into any USB and it's recognized.
Yeah. But my son plays his PlayStation with mouse and keyboard. You can literally plug a mouse and keyboard into your PlayStation 5. He plays. He plays on it. or and the Xbox.
Yeah, they both
yeah.
do.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you can do that too.
Like, yeah, you definitely
Put
a
it on the
mouse.
monitor?
You're gonna have way more accuracy with a mouse, than a
Mhm.
controller.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, on Steam or whatever, you gotta on as far as PC, you gotta sit there and you gotta look because some of when you look, it shows you way more statistics and reviews on the game. Like it's kind of cool how they lay it out, but
It's kind of like the Windows handhelds, how they show
Yeah.
At the end of the
compatibility
day, you'll
part of it.
never get me to fully convert to being a PC gamer. Just too
Me
much
neither.
house.
The only way I would become a PC gamer is if that was it. If that was my only choice, then I would I would teach
I
myself.
said this much, man. Like, if PlayStation ever released a console business, I'm leaving gaming.
I mean,
no. If you love gaming, you would never do that.
I know that sounds crazy. but
You'll
like,
find a way to game if you really love gaming.
Well, retro gaming.
Even Cowboy and me said the same thing. A couple TPG, we've said it with you before. We're like, hey, I will never do PC. Look, I got it's for a bunch of things, but I'd rather prefer to be like when we get off here, I'm gonna go out there and play on my Pro.
Right.
Yeah, but Sony's got like almost 30 games on PC already, and all these future releases.
Well, here's the funny thing. Have you noticed that whole thing has dried up all of a sudden? Like, there's nothing about PlayStation games coming to PC. I mean, you would assume Astrobot would be coming to PC.
No,
Astrobot.
That's like a wouldn't you call that like a mascot? Why would that go on? Why would you have that kind of game on an Xbox or like?
I did a poll in a
Fan service.
Would you take out all the PlayStation stuff and put in Xbox stuff, or what would you?
Hold on, let me ask you a question. TPG, did you say? Hold on, wait. TPG, did you say if PlayStation goes to PC, you would be done?
No, I said if PlayStation stopped making consoles, I'd stop gaming.
I see. Here's my only reason I gotta call nonsense on that. Like a month ago, you would die hard about being a PC gamer.
I got that hard about it until I started realizing, like, dude, it's just way more complicated. I'm sorry, I'm now 35 years old. I was like, dude, I'm kind of set in my ways.
I don't know, bro. You were see this the teeter totter. I don't know, bro.
I'm 44. I'm 44 and set in my ways, and I still. And for the price range that you were talking about, TPG, or it's $1,300-$1,400 now, but when I got it, when you were talking about getting yours, $1,000, $1,000.
My thing is this:
a little bit more.
I can't think that far ahead.
Well, my thing is this:
$88 on fucking Magic the Gathering cards that I'm never going to play with.
See? So look, you got priorities. You got priorities.
My thing is this to Kabini or anybody, right? I'm just a specific person, right? My thing is this: is people are like, bro, you still never tried GFN? I was like, I have no reason to. Like, I just don't do things in life. That's not me. I just don't be like, well, I just want to like. I have to have a.
You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah, you would have to like just saying, well, PC, you can mod. I'm like, I'm about to be 50 years old in April, and I never modded a game. So, well, no, that's not true. I remember the PlayStation 2. You was actually able to put mods in it. I used to play Unreal Tournament. So I used to play Unreal Tournament. I used to run around with Master Chief because I was an Xbox guy. So I was like, bro, I got Master Chief running around on a PlayStation. I thought that was cool. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you can't. I have yet to hear somebody give me some reason to make me be like, oh.
You know what it is, Cowboy? Is you want all the satisfaction without all the work.
I feel like the work. But here's my Cubini. Here's my counter.
I feel like no matter what anybody presents to anybody of your similar stance, we're not going to make you move on that stance because you don't want to. It's a refusal or a denial, and there's not much else that we could do about such a thing. Like he said, he's set in his ways, and I feel like a lot of the time that's what us PC guys run into when we're like, "Hey, maybe you should try," and you're like, "Hey, I just don't want to."
We're that old man on the fucking. We're on the porch, you know. Telling us, there's a flood coming, Grandpa. Get out of the way! Moving.
Well, I just feel like there has to be some great reason, and it is also I feel like Cubini, you helped me realize that it doesn't matter.
because you're telling me that a PC could do so much more than a PlayStation, right? But then the person with the better PC than you're not jumping to get that because it could do so much better. So I feel like no, hold up real quick. So I feel
the
like
difference
it
is
really
out of the
doesn't
box, my
matter.
PC could do more than your gaming console.
Let me just finish this real quick. I feel like so then it really doesn't. If you saying how much better a game could look on a PC than a PlayStation, let's say what you have, then it really doesn't matter because if it did, you would want that. You would want that 5090. So you could be like, bro, this looks amazing, and forget 200 frames. I got 400. But then it really doesn't matter then if you're not willing to jump.
I think part of that specific stuff, Cowboy, for me, like I'm not a frame chaser to that end. Like I want to lock 60 and high quality. After that, I don't really care. I'm not
that's why I feel like it's kind of BS because I feel like if you look down on one person for them not wanting 60, then I feel like somebody should look down on you because you don't want 240.
Yeah,
that's
but
fair.
I'm doing the native maxed out. It's a whole different ball game.
No. But that's
right. Yeah,
the difference in ball game.
Different
You don't want
underliner.
to spend the money. That's the difference in ball game. You will justify spending a little bit more money to say you got block 60 if you don't want to spend the money to be able to have 240. So for you, you're justifying saying it's not needed. But you would look at a console and say, bro, you don't want to do 60?
If I had a console that did 400 FPS, I still would say it's not needed.
Well, so then 60 is needed, right?
400 FPS. Do you realize how fast that is? That's faster than you turning your head.
Yeah, it's wild.
It would be a lot of frame gen.
But listen,
look, all I'm saying is, regardless, your argument is saying basically like, just because we wouldn't want to have a higher tier PC, then that's what justifies you not wanting one because you don't think that there's a big difference. When in fact, in reality, to the world, there is a huge difference out of the box. And this is just my humble opinion. Out of the box, computers are capable of doing so much more than a console, any console, on any given day, any given Sunday. It doesn't matter how you slice it, the way you look at it. It's not even my opinion.
I agree. Let me ask you, James, I agree, but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you were telling me to buy this bottle of water, right, for $4, but I really like this other bottle of water that was, $1. If you're like, bro, spend an extra $3, you're gonna love it, and you're really trying to convince me, and then I see somebody pull up in a truck and say, bro, my bottle of water cost $10, and he's talking to you, not me, and giving you all these reasons why you're like, nah, I'm comfortable with this. You can't expect to finish when he drive off. You finished the conversation with me trying to sell me your $4 when you just didn't want to spend an extra $6. You explain that.
You lost me. What the hell are you talking about?
The water thing didn't work.
Yes, I mean, I think I kind of half understand what he's trying to say, but it still has no stance. It has no, like, the theory doesn't have any legs. It's like, no matter what, like, if you don't want a PC, you don't want a PC. Like us not wanting certain things in our PCs or not caring about frame rates and stuff like that has nothing to do with us saying, hey, our shit's better than yours, because it is. Doesn't matter.
Listen. So I'm just gonna ask you a question. Yes or no? The guy who pulls up in it. Okay, period. If you got a 3060, no, hold on. If you got a 3060 and a guy got a 5090, is his better than yours? Yes or no?
Like on
paper. What?
You should be able to say yes, bro. That's what I don't like. You should be able to say yes. It shouldn't be no holding your breath.
Yes.
Taking it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, that's cool. I just want to.
Yeah, but my
like
27-inch curved monitor is a 144 hertz monitor, so I don't need
Cowboys.
90.
Straight out the box. My 5060 is better than some PCs that people have right now that be pushing PC the hard.
Exactly, and it is, and it will be,
I'm telling
because you have those advanced parts.
Yeah,
by the law of.
Convenience isn't talking about how you're not talking down to convenience. Like, bro, you need to get to this. You need to get to this 50.
Because he
I won't lie to you.
He accepts that I'm fine where I want to be.
Yeah.
That's why.
I would never do that to somebody else.
But
that was Theo's issue for the longest time. But last night he was in the chat. He was like, "Man, I'm about to get me a 50 series card." But remember, he's always been in the camp of what I have for me is good enough. Why do I have to go step up and get one of these 50 cards or one of these higher thing when I'm content with what I have? But I can do it if I want.
I think, Cowboy, to wrap this up in a nutshell, I think the biggest thing is your argument is you'll never convince me to go to PC because you guys don't want the best of what PC has to offer. You guys are fine with mid-range to medium-high range PC setups. So you're not going to convince me to switch because even you aren't trying to get the best of the best of the best. That's kind of the way it looks.
He said it perfect. That is what
and the
I'm
other
saying.
thing is because console prices are getting so damn close to a mid-range PC that now we're having these conversations. Consoles used to be $200-$300 and it didn't matter, you know.
But Cubini, if console prices are getting so high to mid-range are getting so much higher to a higher end as well. So when the console become like 1,000, you don't think the mid-range is going to be even more?
I don't think $1,000 PS6 would touch $1,000 PC.
No. What I'm saying, no, you're not hearing me. What you're saying is, this is what you're doing. You're saying a PS is going to go from 500 to 1,000, and the PC is going to stay the same price.
No. I'm saying the equivalent price PC is still going to be better. And that's the problem is when consoles were $300, nobody cared. But now that they're so damn expensive, you might as well go the other way, and then you get, you get more and you get every game.
Come to the dark side.
Cowboy, I be sitting over here playing on my PC, and I'll get it on Ultra and get thanks to Neos and other, Cubini and them that be helping me and telling me, how to do stuff. And it's like I got them all running right. And it's like still at the end of the day, when I go load up that PS5 Pro and whatever they got in that little box start kicking in,
the pisser?
I don't know.
Now,
I don't know. Them games be looking good as shit. I'm not lying.
He's saying that.
But you gotta have the peripherals too. You gotta have the the monitors to push it. The 2.1. You gotta have you can't be playing your PS5 on a big old wide back TV.
Right,
one of them big backs from the 90s, talking about I don't see no difference.
Said one of them shits that got their own shelves on the bottom and shit.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Let me bring somebody else in. Let me bring somebody else in that may want to shed some light on this.
Come in here, big boy.
I'm gonna bring in none other than a wild, crazy man himself. I'm gonna always call him this to the end because he's crazy. Vet Rage Gaming.
God damn, dude. 30 minutes.
How long are you going to keep him in the back?
Hey, listen, man. You got
30 motherfucking minutes listening to you school kids. Hold up. No. I had to listen to a bunch of toddlers arguing over water. What the fuck? Seriously, no one cares. You know what? I don't need or your 99 cents for water. Because you know what? I drink straight from the hose. It doesn't matter. My water's free.
Cause you strange, mofo.
Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about all this arguing over PC.
Okay, let him go, guys.
Hey, tell Cubini, pipe down. No one wants to hear the PC politician talk. This is the reality of gaming.
Drinking that city water, bro.
I drink from a well. I drink straight from the ground, buddy.
Okay.
PC sucks. They suck balls.
I come from the blood.
Sucks balls. PlayStation sucks donkey balls. Nintendo's just straight trash. Gaming is gaming. Just be your gamer, whatever you want. Who the hell cares? Listening to this arguing over my PC's better than your PC. Well, guess what? My PC will whoop your PC's dad's ass. Who cares? What are we, toddlers again back in elementary school? My mom's gonna kick your mom's ass.
Yes, it would seem that way.
Jesus criminy.
Well, I don't think we actually had that argument. It was.
I want to know who's arguing about what PC is better.
No,
it doesn't matter. My PC is better than all of yours because I'm God.
Yes.
You know what? No. You want to know the reality of why my PC is better than yours? Because you have to keep track of your hardware. You have to make sure that no bugs happen, no viruses, no paying for upgrades, paying for hardware. Guess what? I don't have to do any of that. That automatically makes my PC better than your PC. Man, and we're not even going to involve Neos because nobody cares about Happy Meal PCs from the 1990s.
Oh
No,
shit!
I think he does have a point though. But it depends on if that's important to you, right? So let's say the ease of
I mean,
use
yeah,
thing,
the
right?
economy sucks thanks to
The
Obama.
first cut is
Going
the
to war with Greenland
deepest.
thanks to an idiot or a giant orange, a talking orange. I think I saw him on Adult Swim one time as annoying orange or something. I don't know. But here's the reality.
I remember that guy.
Prices are going to no one cares, community. Prices are going to keep going
What the
up.
fuck?
And you guys are going to
Gonna have a
continue having
DM
to
later,
pay to
bro.
upgrade all of these things. I already showed the fact that all of the NVIDIA stuff is going to continue skyrocketing, let alone if it disappears.
Indeed.
You guys can argue about
And
it
it will
all
force
you
people
want. You
to
can try to justify
upgrade,
it
and if they
all
don't
you
upgrade,
want.
they'll stop supporting certain
But
things.
here's the thing: when it comes to PC, cloud, I don't have to pay for any of that. You guys do. If your hardware
Where
fails for
did
whatever
the
reason,
RTX
like
5090 go?
with 30, 50, 60, whatever, doesn't matter what it is. Neos is hoping that the gods will bless him with a 40 series at a reasonable price. Doesn't matter. I don't have to wait my time for that because my PC's in the cloud.
Oh shit!
And I can literally load that PC on this iPhone.
He's a
I can
renter.
load my PC. Hold on. I can load my PC on that on my TV.
Cloud.
I wish I was recording this. He's rapping, bro.
Now you take
Who let
your
the
nonsense.
cloud guy in here?
I think the thing is,
Who let the PC politician in here? No one cares what you have to
okay,
say.
listen, guys. You gotta take
They literally asked me, but okay, sure.
Hey, Purple, hold up, real quick before we get to this.
What?
Now I got called out in the chat. Perp, what we got here, Vet?
Oh jeez.
I would
Vet's trying to
what?
think again.
Hold on, join the podcast. Join it. Let's
Join it, girl.
discuss
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Hey, Vet,
Don't be scared like Neo. Don't be scared like Neos and come up just because
What is going on in here?
nobody wants to look.
We were having a good conversation. What
Hey,
the fuck
look,
is happening up in here?
I'm sorry that
I have no
Nintendo is
idea.
off. I don't know what's going on either. I was drinking the water.
All right, so.
Oh, that's
no,
right. I lost the voice.
Purple is. All right, guys.
To be fair,
We gotta
place
hit,
Nintendo. Not
guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 of us. We gotta start taking turns now, guys. We kind of just.
Oh my God, I don't have to. I initiate turns.
Okay, you're right. All right, get them about it. Anyway, so you gotta participate, or you
shit.
out of here, man.
You actually kicked him.
That's how boxers
do it.
Oh boy! I bet he didn't see
Musical
that
squares.
cloud.
Which one did he appear in this time?
No, it's 6 of us on here now, so we're not gonna be able to hear each other because we're just kind of going on and on. But
That's gonna really be in the cloud.
Hey, listen.
Oh shit!
No, I mean, listen. Here's another thing, right?
went there.
Have
You
fun
can
with
have
your
somebody-
shitty tech. I hope it lasts. I hope Microsoft flop doesn't F your shit up.
So listen, you can have somebody who loves console, somebody loves PC. Now there's another avenue that is cloud. Now I'm representing console because I like console. I like the simplicity of all my reasons, right?
Me too.
And same thing, yes, and same thing with murder, right? And then you do games and mainly Cubini and TPG. I don't know what the hell TPG's representing.
TPG is the PlayStation representative.
All right, fine.
Really,
Hold up. Hold up.
so
TPG, ain't you buying a PC? You can't represent PlayStation.
No, he backed up now.
I said, fuck all that. Fuck all that noise. I'm just gonna double down on my PlayStation.
Okay,
claim.
so you a flip flop politician, PC
Nah,
politician.
he is.
Oh shit!
No, hey, them pockets said no PC.
Them pockets said, hey, them
He said the
pockets
man
was like,
was in the building.
them
And
pockets
I get
was
it. I get yeah.
Them pockets like.
But hold up. But what did I say?
He spent his money on the Spider-Man T-shirt.
No. I'm being legit.
Love you,
here.
Purple.
Hold on. I'm being legit here. And Purple, I'm just messing with you. I know you ain't feeling well. It's all good. Here's the thing. TPG. Look, you backed out of the PC. I get it. Why?
Yeah, I love
No,
Stadia
hold on.
too, Mike Johnson.
What it really came down to is money and prices going up so high.
There you go. That's going to be the same thing for every average gamer that every
Then
person
buy an older
that
PC.
wants
Come on.
an older
Yeah, buy a
PC.
2060
Buy
Super
a
Duper
2022
Dragon Ball Z something. edition.
Why don't you just? I mean, if you're gonna get the Dragon Ball Z, why not just get the Disney Princess PC?
Not you.
What the fuck?
PBS Kids.
Because I don't hate myself that much.
My man said, "Oh,
Okay, games.
no." I'm sorry. I was just commenting on how harsh that shit just was. The Disney Princess PC. Is there even such a thing? Can you order that shit?
There actually was a Disney.
Oh my god!
Listen, what happened was he pulled his wallet out and it was like.
Yeah, because
oh shit! Yo,
I'm not wrong there.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
You know,
he's waiting on the text.
It really did came down to price and just like.
Just like hold on another couple weeks.
I just
no
don't
more
have the
Dr. Pepper
patience.
for TPG.
But you know what? Let me ask you this question.
Shit! What?
So here's my point, though. Let me ask you this question. So
Yo.
you already have a console, right? You already have a PlayStation 5. The extra money you would spend to get that PC is the question is, and I think you had to back up, is how much more would you be able to do than you could do now? Now, except for the modding and the extra, well, I guess you might have to spend a little extra money for the extra. You could say so. Here, my only thing with free online is, I think what's hard is, you know, the Stockholm syndrome, right? A girl that's been, let's just say somebody's been battered for so long, they're just so used to it.
Motherfucker.
Dude, I've been paying for online forever. It's in my budget, so it's hard for you to say.
Hold up, what are we talking about? All I heard was girl battered. Are we talking? What are we talking? Microsoft, Xbox?
Anyways, so when you say free online, unless unless I'm just trying to get into gaming now, and I don't have gaming, and you're like, hey, bro, you could get a console, but you got to pay. I'm like, oh, how much? And you explain to me. But I've been paying forever. I'm like, bro, that's already in my budget. Like, I forget that. Like, once a year I pay for the whole year, and I'm like, and then I'm done. So I don't know, but go ahead. But I get that is a thing. I just think it depends on who you're talking to. That you know,
I think PC gaming is one of those things that it sounds great on paper, but once you start seeing like how much it costs to really get into it. Now, granted, you know, there's pre-builds and everything.
Correct.
That's right.
Older hardware. Yep.
I just think if you're a casual gamer that you know you barely have 2 hours to yourself, I think console is just the way to go because it's just easier to set up. Hey, the game needs a quick update. Boom, let me get my fucking pizza rolls while the kids are asleep, have a beer, and freaking play some Call of Duty. That's what most console gamers are. We don't want to sit here. We don't have to sit here and figure all this stuff out.
Yeah, sure. Mike Johnson said he said Stadia is gone, NVIDIA is next. You Vet, NVIDIA would Vet
no, I'm already discussing this with him. I asked him what
No, and NVIDIA is definitely not going anywhere. If anything, they're going to buy up or become superpower with somebody.
No, that's not what he's implying. He's implying that the cloud that GFN is going to go bank.
He said oh, you think NVIDIA is going to go bankrupt?
He does.
I think he's just saying cloud. He's talking about cloud.
Oh, no. They're just getting started with that.
Ain't NVIDIA like one of the top 3, 4 most richest company, or ain't they number 1 or 2 or 3?
They're number 1.
Yeah.
They're the richest company in the world.
That got doubled down on after Stadia died?
He's talking about their cloud, though. He's talking about GeForce Now.
Every cloud service doubled down after Stadia died. If Stadia,
I'm just saying, like GFN.
Hold up. If cloud is gonna go away, if cloud is gonna go away, then why is Microsoft pushing cloud gaming so much? Answer that one, Mike. I'd love to know your response to that.
Well, I will say this: Microsoft does have a lot of money, and they have been known to spend a lot of money on stuff that doesn't work out. So I don't know if they're the greatest.
Don't bring up my Zoom player.
And
this phone.
That's one of the great things about having a PC. You could play all of those games in the cloud on a PC.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
you don't need the Xbox. You don't need the PlayStation. You have something that can do all of those things, including emulate games from the Switch.
You can play all that.
Yeah, you can do all that. All VR, everything.
Games, you don't need a PC to do all that on cloud. You can do it on your
Ain't
phone.
nobody playing on their phone.
Well, you could do that on your phone. Yes.
Maybe not your little phone. Maybe nobody's
I'm
playing on
just
your
saying,
phone.
I have a
like,
Sony phone.
Cowboy getting that 17-inch phone, the 6-fold.
And I'm about to buy the
Trifold,
trifold
yeah.
when that comes out. So.
Who said that nobody plays games on their phone?
You get that trifold phone. That's what you're gonna get.
Cubini, look,
I had a
just
fold
tell you
phone.
the
Trust me,
gaming
I play
politics
games on
now.
it.
Nobody cares. If that wasn't, they would not be.
I play games on the phone, bro.
And console style games, AAA games to mobile phones.
You can cloud them too.
Yeah, brother. Call of Duty Mobile, Delta Force Mobile,
what's
Arena
crazy,
Breakout Mobile.
You know what's crazy is Murder explained he bought his PC for like $1,300, right? I'm waiting for the trifold to come out, which is going to be $25,000 to $30,000.
It was 1,100, and a couple days later it was back up over.
Oh, okay, 1,100.
Over 1,300.
It's crazy that I'm planning on spending $3,000 on a phone, right? When I get a PC, so that's kind of crazy, but that's just not my avenue. You know, that's
no. Hey, Cowboy, you see, you got your gaming laptop. What if something that, God forbid, happens to that gaming laptop? You being in like the editing and the I'm thinking from this aspect. Fuck, I'm not even right now. I'm not talking to you about gaming on a PC.
Right.
I'm just saying for what you run and what you have, it would make sense for you to have some kind of like. Even though your laptop does good, but just for you being who you are, I would have thought you would have been and had like a back in the day, not to necessarily play no games on.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I only edit on my phone. So everything I do is on my phone.
That's amazing.
So what's cool is when I go on vacation, the thing I take with me anyway does everything. So I could go to the movies right now, record and edit and publish that same video on my phone, and I never need nothing else. And that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to get in. Let me not say it that way, but I know when people show me editing software for the PC that would probably run circles around what I use, my editing thing is, but I have to be in front of my PC, and then I have to take my laptop with me, right? So but your phone, dude. When's the last time somebody walked out the house without their phone? You just normally don't do that. So imagine if your phone does it all. And that's why I did like cloud gaming, because as long as I had my phone, I was able to always play my library with me, right? It didn't matter. So I don't do any. The only thing I ever use my PC for, my PC get turned on once a week, is for today, what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the cloud. I can do that on my phone too. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can get Shadow PC and emulate a full PC with an RTX graphics card or AMD chipset in the cloud.
On your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
On your phone, tablet. So I mean, like some cloud gaming consoles could be found on newer TVs that you can buy.
Yeah. Yeah, they got apps.
Yeah, but you can buy a Fire Stick for $20 and put it on every TV.
You can do that too.
True indeed.
Yeah, on my newer TV, it has the Xbox app on it.
Yeah, you can put the Google the Chromecast. I used to have Stadia on Chromecast.
I still have my Chromecast around.
And just plug that in
shit.
TV.
Dude, I miss Stadia, bro.
That came with a Chromecast and a controller. Like,
I'm still waiting on Roku and freaking Game Pass to freaking put an app on the Roku TVs. I don't know what the fuck they haven't done
Right?
that yet.
They're gatekeeping that though, man. I'm telling you, they're
No,
gatekeeping
Roku
that.
probably wants a shit ton of money. You know they do.
Let me see.
Microsoft's like, nah, man, we're laying off 2,000 people next week. We can't afford that shit.
So I do want to bring up something gaming. But let me see what
yeah, we got the developer direct on Thursday. Hell yeah.
No, I want to wait, what thing?
Cable leak today too.
We already talked about Marathon.
I didn't look at it, so
yeah, we did talk about Marathon. This is what I want to bring up. So I'm being selfish. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I personally think, and I want to tell you, so far of the games that I've seen that's coming out this year, if not Game of the Year, I think it's going to be a contender.
right? I think there's going to be a bunch of other games, but I'm
That's
just being
gonna be a
selfish.
big list this year, Cowboy. You
I'm
know it is.
Ties of
I know
Annihilation.
it is.
He's rage baiting.
I'm just being selfish. No, I'm not rage baiting. I'm me personally. Again, I've said I'm being selfish, but I want to ask you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to play this in the background. I'm just going to play video in the background. But dude, the Resident Evil showcase came out last week. And man, oh man, I was like, dude.
Oh God.
Now, granted, Resident Evil is my favorite video game franchise. So again, I'm being,
Oh God.
Mine as well.
Man, I ain't think they was gonna have dude on here. But
So you calling it right
You
now?
want my opinion?
Say that again.
My opinion is simply that my.
Oh, go ahead, Games.
I think he's breaking up.
My opinion is like it. No, I wasn't breaking up. I was just making sure that nobody else was in the process of speaking. I don't want to be rude.
Thank you, man.
But basically, my opinion on this, from what I've seen, is like it's gonna be an RE fan's wet dream. Leon Kennedy's back in the fray. There's some new character arcs, some new abilities and such that people have always wanted to do in the RE franchise, but they didn't quite do it. I don't know why Capcom never pulled the trigger on a lot of these things beforehand, but it's going to be tasty.
Yeah, I think what's cool is they're going to merge two genres. There's a big running debate if you're a Resident Evil fan. I personally I feel like Resident Evil 4, I have a love-hate relationship. I feel like it ruined the franchise. It took the franchise from survival horror to action adventure. So this game, they're going to give you both. You're going to play with the new girl, and her. When you play with her, it's going to be horror, terrifying. You run out of ammo. You're not killing things. And then when Leon, you're going to be kicking zombies and chopping heads off. So they're going to literally merge the both styles of the Resident Evil, where pretty much you either got Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and it was always survival horror. Got a little bit actiony, but it was, you run out of bullets, blah, blah, blah. Part 4 came on the scene, it was action adventure. Part 5 came on the scene, they added co-op action adventure. Part 6, it was action adventure, and then part 7, they brought it back.
Can I ask you something? As someone who is an avid follower of the actual survival horror genre, what you describe to me what you think the core values of survival horror are.
So I'm not going to say I'm a survival horror fan. I'm a fan of Resident Evil survival horror. So you might look at it as something different. I look at it as the level of tension, right? In the first 1, 2, and 3 Resident Evils, you always felt like it's almost over, right? You had to get your ink ribbons, make sure you had to make it to save the game. You could only hold so many weapons. The knife, you could pull out your knife, but it's damn near useless. You'd be silly to try to knife the dogs or whatever. That was just made in the game to scare you. Like, oh, I'm out of bullets. I'm gonna knife them. You're getting killed, right? The tension was survival horror. Now I know you might be saying games where you gotta survive, where you're like crafting and building rafts and whatever.
No,
so I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about
survival horror is just basically like limited item capacity. It was a certain way the game played, and you were correct by saying Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, but after that it wasn't technically survival horror anymore.
Once they allowed Leon to spin kick a zombie, it was like, okay, wait, I could just beat a zombie up, and he just punching zombies, like. So,
an interesting fact about that is that Capcom created survival horror, the genre itself, coined the phrase survival horror. So it's like, I guess that could be subjective, because I've been seeing that a lot, like labeled on different video games just because they have a, survival atmosphere, but it's not quite the same formula.
I've heard people say like The Last of Us, for example, is survival horror. I'm like, not really.
Right, not really.
If anything, that's psychological horror, more like Silent Hill, which the creators of Silent Hill created psychological horror.
Yeah.
Now, I do give credit to Resident Evil 4 because, yes, it made the franchise more successful. It brought in people who, like, I had a friend of mine, my best friend. He couldn't stand Resident Evil. Not he couldn't stand it. He just couldn't play it. It was just too slow. It was like the horror of it, the survival of it. He was like, bro, I always get killed by the zombie. Leon brought in the player base because you're spin kicking and now the action. People's like, oh, well, I'm used to action. Oh, you can do that now?
Well,
so,
they finally gave you the Ken doll to use in real time, so to speak.
Oh, say that again?
They finally found a way to get, kids that wanted to play Resident Evil, essentially their own digital Ken doll that they can make move around and everything.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. Like this thing, she's able to take the blood of a zombie and you kind of like use it in order to keep yourself alive. It's kind of that's an interesting thing they added. But go ahead. What you gonna say, Murder?
Like when I know you don't like 4, and I really don't. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, but I deal with people who really like Resident Evil as well.
Right.
And
I loved 4. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but by the time like Cowboy's talking about like 1, 2, and 3, by then, if you remember at that time, there were people out there that were asking, just like they do with every game. It's kind of getting repetitive. I wish they would do something to change it, something to do something different. And when they actually did it, yeah, but when they actually did it, there's some people that will stand on that hill, or whatever, like, hey, I like the old way, but it's kind of like what they asked for. They wanted something different, like they do at these games.
Yeah.
And then when they get it, they don't like the results of it, and they're like, "Oh," and some people do,
Yeah.
But
I played it in a video game store, bro. Like the first time, it was like one of those things you could find in like Macy's, and I was enamored. I was enamored.
Are you talking about part 4 or are you talking about 1?
Yeah, Resident Evil 4, because like he said, I was one of those. I'm a diehard fan of Resident Evil. I could tell you stories, the lore, how things went down, who's really responsible. You ever want to get into that? Hit me up. But like Resident Evil 4 for me was like a turning point. Like, yeah, I enjoy survival horror like the next person, but they found a way to keep it clean and make it to where they changed it up just a little bit. But, give you something that you can actually get behind. Because at the time, they were competing with games like Metal Gear Solid and shit like Splinter Cell. And, so adding the third-person actions perspective became sort of like a staple in the gaming industry at that time period.
I think the problem is, for me as a fan, they got stuck in it for too long. They did 4, which propelled them to do 5, and they added co-op, which was cool. But then it was like Chris now was back. Chris was like a wrestler. He was super big and brolic, punching the hell out of zombies. I'm like, bro, what are we doing now? Then you're
not talking about the drama that was around 5.
What? Because it was over in Africa and he was killing black people?
Yeah, that shit almost didn't see the light of day.
Yeah, but and then part 6 was like the super action game. Like it was like, bro, that could have been a James Bond or a Mission Impossible or something. But they had different characters that when you played theirs, it would be maybe a little horror. So and then they did something never before done. Part 7, it goes first person. It's like, what? But it was really scary, right? I just felt like it had very little to do with the series. Like they added the new guy, Ethan. And I was like, bro, they didn't even mention Umbrella at all. The only thing tied to Umbrella was the DLC that added Chris at the end. So then part 8, I feel, is the weakest one. Part 8, you fighting werewolves and vampires. I'm like, what the hell is this? So for me, reason why I think part 9 is going to be so good, and I'm gonna put that back on there, but that's cool. They showing a whole bunch
because they're bringing it back to basics, baby, with zombies, bro.
The basics, but they're doing what you said. The people, they're like, okay, we're not just gonna do part 7. We're not just gonna do part 7 and just go all the way back to horror, right? And we're gonna go back to horror, but also give you the guy who brought action to the franchise with his Leon. I think this, if they could do it good enough to where you play just enough of horror, and then they switch to Leon's part. And where you feel like when I'm playing horror, I can't wait to play Leon. When I'm playing Leon, I can't wait to play horror. If they could pull that off, man, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, he's become that dude. When you think like the games, Resident Evil, it's like he's dominated, you know, in the best, even the remakes, you know, the Resident Evil 2 remake, the Resident Evil 4 remake. His presence in the games were dominating.
Yeah.
Like it was obviously made clear to Capcom at some point that Chris Redfield lost his luster, and they wanted to see more of Leon S. fucking Kennedy.
And I'm a Chris guy, so it hurts too. Like the controversy of Resident Evil 6, Chris and Leon end up having a fight in that they had a scene. And there's two camps. People like, bro, I think Chris won. And people like, no, like my brother loved Leon. My brother's younger than me. So him, when I was into Resident Evil, he was kind of a little younger. So his Resident Evil for him would be 4. So he loves the hell out of Leon. I think Leon's the most tough dude. And I'm like, bro, no, Chris is my guy, right? So when they fought, there's two camps. Like, who you think won? And I stand on that hill. Chris beat that fight. People like, hell no. So it is interesting. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this up. I don't want to go on and on.
I love Resident Evil.
Looks like DLC. Dang, you still on? Yep, I'm still on, man. Let me see. Google
bullshitting.
was number 1. What are these guys talking about? Hold up, let me back up a little bit. Dodge Man said, he said, what? So no PC for TPG. It's straight TPG. He said, it's alright TPG. It's a pain setting it up. It's simple when you're done. But then again, there are other issues like Bluetooth headsets and other issues launching old games. So I like when people keep it real, though. What I don't like is when some PC people just make it like, bro, I never have issues. And I feel like, I mean, not that I would know, but it just seems like there's a lot of people who have, and I'm not saying big issues like your thing died or something. I'm just saying I'll say this, dude, how many times, not that it's a lot, but there's times where all of a sudden my mic just isn't working. And I touch the thing once a week. And like, bro, my mic all of a sudden just switch mics. Like, why? Like, I don't know. So, I mean, not that that's a big deal, but
technology's bullshit.
yeah. Anyway, you guys got any games you want to bring up? Any videos I could put up? Any footage?
Hey, Cowboy, I put a link in the Discord about the Fable leak if you want to see that. It's just concept art, so it's nothing crazy.
Okay. The last one you put in, right?
Yeah, it looks interesting if you want to just breeze through that.
Let's do it. Let's do it, brother. We will pull up anything you guys want. All right, so check it out. So, rumored. That's
Fallout 3 and rumored.
Hold up, is
the
that?
rumor has been for.
No, that's the wrong one.
It's me.
Oh, is it the one? Hold up.
No, I the bottom of the Keeping It Real channel.
Yeah, I'm on there, and that's what I clicked on, and it pulls up loads of leaked Fable concept art shows. Oh wait, did that just switch?
Yeah, it did switch on you, I think.
Oh, that was weird. I looked back on the screen, started reading, and it was something totally different. Wow, how did that happen? All right, anyway.
So this is about Fallout 3, right?
Loads of leaked Fable concept art shows open world environments, dungeons, and more. Man, if they could make Fable what they originally, I remember, man, I was such a big Xbox fan. Y'all don't know. When they was first like talking about Fable and it's going to be this game that like it always changes, and when you talk to different people, different things can happen.
That's not what's on screen.
Yeah, the screen's wrong, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm seeing something completely different. Rumored Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remaster is not expected to be out anytime soon.
Okay, it just opens up a whole new screen. That's weird. All right, anyway.
There's lots of pictures. We're talking about it.
But yeah, if they
I didn't look at it yet, so I want to see too.
But
maybe you can make it bigger.
The most important information about Fable is still unknown. Is it a day-to-day game for PlayStation?
No, but remember though, we got to keep the same energy. We don't get hype for concept art.
Now you're right.
Well, there's so
it looks like AI. Can I point that out? Like the first couple of frames look like straight up AI.
It looks like zoomed out gameplay. I'll be honest.
I think because it's faded looking, so
yeah, they're just showing the art
maybe.
style.
See, like that one right there, like that one right there, like that's I don't know. The one at the very bottom.
Here, I'll pull them.
Yeah, that one.
There, that looks better now. Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, let me back it up. So
I don't think it matters if it's day and date on PlayStation. I don't think it will be, but
I don't think it matters anymore either. But at the end of the day, people have been dying to have these conversations, and here it is. So I won't fault somebody if they're like, "Oh, it's day and date." But
I did hear an article. Yeah. Well, I read an article, and it said that the Fable game is ready for day and date PS5. That Forza wasn't because they got behind, which is why Forza is getting a delayed release. Mm-hmm. The developer just fell behind, but I don't know. That's what people say a lot of shit. We'll find out in 2 days at the direct.
So
right?
let me ask you guys this: do you guys all play the Witcher 3?
Yeah,
I have.
I played it.
Yeah.
Is it like, I was never a fan, my brother was. Is it like, I played a little bit of it, and when I beat the Griffin, I was like, yeah, I'm done. But I didn't play when they remastered it, so I played the older version, and I was like, yeah, this thing is
it's good remaster, Cowboy.
That's
it's clean.
But do you think Fable will be something like that?
No.
I think it'd probably be better.
I think Fable will be Fable if it's Fable, like it's been years since the Fables came out, and that was never a big game for me. You'll notice if there's not games that I play or I have a voice about, I really won't say much about it because I don't know. But I played one of the Fables back in the day, so I don't know anything about. I'm not anticipating this game because it's not my style of game.
Right.
But,
no, that makes sense. Yeah, you're not the bandwagon guy. You're like, look, it ain't for me, so I don't know what to tell you.
I think it's going to be different from the old Fables, though. It's still going to have that touch, that European humor kind of touch, but I think it's going to be
the farting on chickens, and
I hate to say what kind of game it's going to be like.
Hold on, do you guys see that? So there's a Xbox Developer Direct on Thursday to January.
On Thursday, yeah, man.
Oh wow, look at that.
So yeah, they said up to 7 games rumored to be shown, so we'll see.
Okay, that's cool. Look, man, I like video games, and I love like trailers, and I love when they try to hype stuff up. This is why I say with gaming. All I need you to do is show me a cool trailer, or have one of my friends try to hype me up, right? And that's what get me excited. I just love seeing trailers. I love somebody be like, bro, you gotta try this game. It's so amazing. Like I literally bought Arc Raiders because of Murder. Murder was like, bro, I liked it. I'm getting it. I was like, bro, if you get it, I'm getting it. And I didn't even think I was gonna like it that much. Like Murder was like, bro.
Yeah, the game looks glorious. The game looks glorious.
Hey, but you see how far the spider web goes back when
the beta.
I only had even caught wind of the game because FCAT popped up out of nowhere like he always does and sent me a damn beta code. And I was like, what is this? Not even on my radar, literally out the blue. Yep. I was like, what the hell is this?
One thing I will say about Fable that might be a good thing is it's not on Unreal Engine 5. It's on the Forza Horizon 5 engine. It's on the Forza Tech engine. And that engine is a very good, very well optimized engine.
Man, that game is going to come out and it's going to flop. Just like the other ones.
But hold up, real quick.
I'm talking about.
Hold up, finish saying what you're saying.
Oh, he said it.
But it's not UE5 crap, is what I'm saying. That if there's any positive, it's that.
You mean you straight cut him off?
He cut me off first.
He cut me
anybody off.
I was.
It's fine. It's fine. Fable's still gonna flop though, but yeah.
Well, if it's on PlayStation and it don't sell, then there you go.
No, even if it's not on PlayStation, it's still gonna flop.
To be honest, man, I can see it flopping. I can see it flopping because first off, I think there's a lot of controversies around this game because the quote unquote wokeness. Because there's an ugly chick in the game, so that means
they're gonna have character creation.
I don't even care about none of that. That's not what I'm talking about.
What if there isn't a character creation?
Pretty sure there will be. They've had a year plus to adjust that. I'm pretty sure there will be.
I think so. I look at it like this. Reason why I brought up The Witcher 4 or 3. I just need Fable to be that game where you're just running out and like all this stuff is gonna happen. So similar to a Witcher, similar to a
like Assassin's Creed, kind of like Odyssey and Origins, something like that.
No. What's the name of that? I always forget the name of it. What's the name of that game? Damn, it's the online game, the online like Skyrim, but what's the online thing?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online. You know how Elder Scrolls got like, man, it's so vast and giant, and like you could like run around, and everybody in the game got voices, and like that, dude. That if you wanted a game to play forever, dude, and it's online multiplayer. I mean, it don't look the greatest, but
that's my kind of game,
bro. That game, bro, you could play forever.
All right. Can I throw a question into the ring?
Let's go.
All right. So my question is to the people in the room: are you a Metal Gear fan, or are you a Splinter Cell fan?
Neither.
Nah, neither.
I think Metal Gear is the most overhyped game in the world, and I never liked Splinter Cell enough to even press play on it.
You know what, Scout? I'm a Winback fan. There
Woo!
Winback, baby.
Hey, Beanie! I didn't think most people even know what that was. Now wait a minute, you kind of young.
That shit on N64.
All right, yes, I was playing Winback on N64.
Yes, sir. Winback.
Let's go. So yeah, But
now you got the old guys talking about that.
Yeah, my bad. I got excited. I didn't even think. Hey, Beanie, now you know what?
We talked about Winback last year.
I think we did.
We did.
Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah. Cubini hit the nail on the head. But yeah, between those two, I've played a bunch of Metal Gear. I played the original Metal Gear on NES. I played when it came out with Metal Gear Solid, when it was a big deal on the PlayStation 3, where when the game started, the credits was coming up as you was in the submarine or swimming underwater by the submarine. Like that game took the world by storm. I just think it's so convoluted with the geopolitical, and the story just doesn't do it for me, and it drives me crazy. And like I like a game where you could be stealthy and sneak around, but then he got the box on, and I just feel like, I don't know, man, Metal Gear just bothers me. But that's just me.
I suppose I'd pick Splinter Cell if I had to pick. Yeah.
I'm a Splinter Cell fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Splinter Cell fan. I just asked because most of the from back in the day, at least, it was like I feel like the gaming sphere was divided. It's either like you liked Metal Gear or you liked Splinter Cell, and it wasn't one that liked both.
Definitely was.
See, now would that be considered like a console war nowadays?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was more a gaming war.
Yeah.
I'm a Splinter Cell fan. I'm a Metal Gear fan.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't, it was definitely the same war, but it was a gaming war. Like, here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. I used to be big in the console wars. So do you know, bro, when Resident Evil came out, Tomb Raider came out. And I vowed that, and I played and beat the first Tomb Raider, played and beat the first Resident Evil. I was like, I'm team Resident Evil. I never, like, bro, I never seen none of the Tomb Raider movies. I was like so anti Tomb Raider. And then I finally, years later, I played and beat the first, when they remade them and they was like, new age Tomb Raiders. I played and beat the first one, and I think that's where I got out. It was cool though. But so yeah, stuff like that does happen. You get on team this and be like, I ain't messing with that. I don't know. We're human, man. We're trying to get tribalism. It's like who likes their a sports game. It's like, bro, I'm the Eagles, I'm the Cowboy, I'm the whatever. It's weird.
I'm the Seahawks.
Hey, at least you didn't say you're a 49ers fan. They got their ass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How about
Here we go.
the Bears, huh? Go home.
You're about to beckon somebody back into the chat saying you keep talking about sports.
Oh
boy.
Cowboy, I just sent you one other topic. It's a solo topic. It's
wait. Let's pull up. Yeah. Oh, that might. I already got that queued up.
It's a quick topic, but
because I got a game I want to bring up that is looking stunning. But let's bring this up. So Sony just handed its TV business to TCL.
Oh, wow.
Here's what it means for you. TCL will keep using the Sony and Bravia branding on future TVs. So Sony is spinning out its TV and home audio business and has announced that Chinese company TCL will take a 51% control interest. Sony will retain a 49% stake, and TCL will continue to use the Sony and Bravia branding as part of the deal. The joint venture will operate globally,
handling the full process for product development and design to manufacturing, sales, logistics, and customer service for products including television and home audio equipment, Sony said in a statement. So here's the thing. So what does that mean? So it means that TCL is just going to produce them and Sony won't produce them anymore?
Yeah,
but
it'll have Sony's name
So
on
it'll
it.
make shit better.
Yeah.
Okay. But they still own 49%.
Yeah, they're gonna make money on the deal still, sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
Basically, someone else picks up the slack while they just sit there and collect money.
Yeah.
Well, so don't
Exactly,
buy
the
a modern
middleman, the
Sony
middleman.
TV, they're just TCLs now. If you're not a TCL guy.
That money, see that lining of
Cowboy,
pockets
you're
I
a
was talking about earlier, bro.
TCL guy.
Oh yeah, that is what I got, right?
I am.
Yeah, you got a TCL Super TV too.
You know what's crazy? I literally, because of murder, not because of murder, but he did, he did the homework. When I moved, I needed TVs. And Murder was like, oh, I was looking like crazy for TVs. There's some really good TVs. I looked at it. I was like, bet. I literally bought 3 of the TVs Murder told me to buy.
Indeed.
I wish I could have made money off of it. I bought 2 50 inches and 175. I was like, all right, bet.
And honestly, and now hold on. Can I get like a what? Not you've been there almost a year now?
Yeah, a year now.
And you've
December
had
11th,
you've had those TVs for. I mean, you didn't have them at first, but I mean, what do you think about them now? Is like watching your movies or doing whatever you guys do with them?
Listen,
Are they good?
Listen, we fell asleep last night on the.
And they're not the basic TCLs. They're good ones. We got them on sale at a certain time, and I had just told Cowboy about it. And he was like, "Well, damn, I'm gonna be moving and looking for TVs," and he didn't say nothing. And then like 2 days later, I talked to him, and he was like, "Hey, Murder, I got them TVs you told me about."
Murder.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Murder. Remember, at the time you told me, we was living in the Airbnb, waiting to buy the house,
get them shipped to the house.
Yeah, we just got the word that okay, we're like the deal's going through soon. So when we ordered the TVs, they came to the Airbnb. We got all the stuff.
I remember.
Up. So yeah, I appreciate it, man.
What the fuck?
No, I had told him about a TCL I picked up. I was like, man, I picked up a 60-inch TCL Quantum this or whatever the hell it is, or Q9 Quantum.
You like it that much, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Murder.
Have they failed you?
No, they have not.
Hey, Murder. So I have a 65-inch TCL. I bought it in 2021 with my tax.
Oh, you got the old. You got the old. I don't know if you got the same technology we got.
It was like a $1,500 TV.
See, we're TV worn now. We're TV worn now.
Here we go.
You got a 2060.
I got. Oh shit! Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There we go.
That, let me. I'm just saying that. No, it wasn't. It's still an LCD. It's not a Q dot or anything like that.
Right.
But it was the most expensive model they had at the time. As I bought it with my tax refund.
Okay.
And it's been 6 years, and this thing still runs like it's brand new. So
here it is, man.
I mean, you can hate where it's made, but as long as it's reliable, I don't really.
Yeah, the cool thing with TVs is they pretty much make them like they really don't break. They just do what they do. You watch stuff on them. Play stuff
they
on them.
They do slow down though. The smart TVs they slow down. They do.
Yes, they do.
I've got a Scepter. I don't know if you guys know that brand. I've got a Scepter TV.
I never.
Yes,
55
I know it.
It was like $300 in like 2018, and that damn thing is in my bedroom and it still works.
Damn.
That TV is like 9 years old.
Let me tell you guys this. Neos is streaming Sonic, and I do have to get off because he's doing a thing where every week somebody hosts it. And he's not going that long. We're going to play some Arc Raiders later. So my wife is actually hosting it. So I will have to get off like in 7 minutes. So I could explain to my wife how to host it.
I'm thinking about taking off because I'm going to start playing.
ATVG, you was about to get off?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway. So
Cowboy, I'm jumping on Rocket League right now. Everybody wants to hammer me in some Rocket League. Let's go.
Oh man, I'm terrible.
I'll talk to you later, Cowboy. Maybe we can finally do that 1v1 in 2K. Come on, man.
Hey, we can do it whenever you want, man. I don't mind beating the dog piss out of you. But all right.
All right, I'm out too, brother. You guys have a good night.
All right, man. Later.
I'm out too, guys.
So I wanted to pull this last game up, guys. I think this game, man. Now this game, I think might steal the this game is on track to be pretty amazing. Now. I think the jury's still out. It is only one player though, right? The last game was 2 player, was multiplayer. But this game,
what the hell am I even looking at?
This is Crimson Desert.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's isn't it the same people that made Black Desert?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I've been interested in this one too.
Yep.
It's supposed to be like freaking.
Turn my PlayStation on.
It's supposed to be like an Elder Scrolls like on steroids. Like it's basically catering to all the the needs of people that like really like this type of game.
Right. Hey, dude, that's what I was gonna say is when like 2 weeks ago or whatever, Cowboy was asking, what's an anticipated game that you got.
I'm talking, and all of a sudden I got cut off, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? My TV screen just changed.
This looks good, but do you think they can pull it off though?
My TV input switches back.
I don't even know, man. It looks very ambitious. I want to say that much.
Right.
Not realizing I'm still connected to my.
That's what I mean.
Like,
right.
And I'm trying to be impartial about it, but like they could do a lot, like, and cram things into like a couple of minutes of trailer footage. I don't know. It basically what it comes down to me is like, can the company sustain like that a particular pace throughout a game to keep you enamored enough to want to finish that said game? Because
Come on, Sandy.
Hello.
Man.
You all good? Hello?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear us. It's kind of creepy, bro.
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you. It's like the Twilight Zone in this motherfucker right now.
Uh-oh. What are you doing, Cowboy? What's going on, everybody? This is the Murder Show. Welcome. We kicked Cowboy off. He can't hear us right now, so we've
commandeered this broadcast. Do not attempt to attach your TV screen.
My wife keeps turning on her PlayStation, trying to turn on her PlayStation, but the last time she used the controller was on mine, so it kept turning on my PlayStation. So then the input switches the PlayStation, and then I don't see you guys. Anyway, but no, this game is looking dope, man. They said what did they say? It's large. It's like 2 times bigger than some giant game. Like they said, the developer said they don't want to just have a giant empty game. So it's all about when you're going. It's always going to be stuff to do. And the way you play the game is you just set out on your adventure, and whatever you find and people you talk to will just keep changing how the game goes. They got a bunch of different type of characters, which have their own different type of abilities, weapons. They also had this one interview where they said the fighting in the game is going to be like playing a fighting game. The combat is going to be like really enriched, like a fighting game.
It looked more to me from the screens that they showed when he was in combat, more akin to like Dynasty Warriors, that sort of combat experience. Like right here, especially, that's more of like a Dynasty Warriors-esque kind of playing experience right here. As far as the open...
This is.
Is this like in-game? Is this supposed to be in-game footage or?
This is in-game right here.
Yeah, this is a demo. Yeah. This is the Crimson Desert new gameplay demo, 25 minutes 4K.
I mean, it looks good, man, but like, can they sustain it? That's, what I'm saying? There's a vast cult following of people that play Black Desert. Can this continue on that success? A question that can only be answered once something comes out.
Games, you're gonna like this. I used to play Black Desert on my phone.
Oh yeah. Yep. You can play it on the phone. It's the same version, cross-platform. You can control the same characters that you have. It's very nice.
But
there's a lot of games on mobile that are like that.
Is this by the same makers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yeah, let me watch. I'm gonna pull this up.
Yeah, remember when you asked me about my anticipated games like a week or 2 ago? Remember I was like, kind of Crimson Desert's kind of in there just from how it looks, but it's like we're not those type of we're trying them out, Cowboy.
Right?
Are you really? It could be an awesome game, but after having too many things to do sometimes is as we'll see it, as we're hearing, and people complain about. It's like, do you really want to sit down for 250 hours when all these games are coming out? Like, there's too many games coming out to focus on a game that's 300 hours long.
So look at this, guys. This is wild. So watch this. They said Crimson Desert's world is massive, described by developers as at least twice the size of Skyrim's map and larger than Red Dead Redemption 2's, with estimates suggesting it could be around 400 kilometers or even larger, allowing for journeys taking hours by horse. It's designed as highly interactive with worlds with quests, cities, sky islands, and very traversal options like dragons and mechs. And not just empty.
I'm calling bullshit right now. I smell the bullshit right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one game that they come, dude. There's gonna be like updates, and there's gonna be like enhancements and such. They're not gonna get it right out of the box. It's not gonna happen.
I hope they do.
I mean,
there's gonna be a lot of dead space. Heed my word.
I hope they do.
Well, the cool thing is they said the thing is when people talk about the traversal is you will be able to ride on dragons. So it might not be.
That is cool though. I mean,
look at that. My man's flipping over people, drop kicking them. Oh man,
yep. It looks like
you want to ride
from
on
a lot
dragons,
of different gameplay actually.
Do games? Have you ever played a game?
This
called
might
Century?
actually. Yes.
Century Age of Ashes.
Yeah. Good shit.
No, if people want to ride on dragons, they literally have a game like that where it's you on top of dragons, dog fighting and just doing random things, and it's called Century Age of Ashes. It's a free to play, and
it's pretty good.
And it's a really the graphics are so. I mean, they're amazing. So
look, Maker said he played Crimson Desert at Gamescom. How was it, Maker? And he said a recipe. Marathon. I don't know, man. I think.
What do you mean rip Marathon? He's already saying all right. So Maker, you're saying that Marathon isn't going to be good. I want to give it a shot, and it might just surprise people because they did change some things up. I know that there was controversy surrounding the AIBS and all that, and jacking people's designs and all that. Right. I've read all into that, but at its core, I want to see what they come up with.
I agree. I got a feeling Marathon's going to do better than people think. From when people thought it was going to be dead. But he said the thing with Crimson Desert is he said it's like Black Desert Online where there's just too many systems. But isn't it? But it's not multiplayer though, right, Maker? So I think that's different, right? I think it's just one player game. If it's multiplayer, that's going to be dope. But
yeah, I mean, it'll be good enough. Like, I would definitely want to try it because I have Black Desert. I play Black Desert when I'm bored. It's one of those, like, you just want to screw around and, like, try to hold people up in a digital age. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy my time playing that. It just seemed like it was just a lot to do. It was kind of cool. He said it was okay from what I played, but it's not simple at all. And then Lions in the building. He said, go to bed. I'm actually about to get off right now.
Yo.
Yeah, actually, I do got to cut it because I don't want to mess up Neo's because he need my wife to post that thing. But guys, thanks for popping on, man. Look, this is just what I like. I just want to get on. Let's see where the conversation go. I know there's a lot of people watching. Then I start talking about wrestling and people dropped off. But I want to enjoy this for me. And I don't want to pigeonhole anybody. So if somebody's listening and be like, I don't like movies and they're talking about a movie, that's cool. Come back if you want. If you don't come back, that's fair. But I just want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy you guys. And I want people to say, I want to talk about this. And let's talk about this. Or I want to talk about that game. Or I don't like. So I just want to let it flow. So I appreciate it.
They're streaming that Sonic right now, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm about to get right on. And but thanks for popping in.
Yeah,
hey, Murder, man. I'm patiently waiting for this podcast.
Oh man. I've been trying to get the time to do it. Still handling things on the back end of this, but then still handling things, as you know, with the wife.
Yes, sir.
And so it's just kind of really getting the time to do it. But yeah, I'll be on the same type of time that you are, man. Just kind of, it won't just be specifically gaming. It'll be, you know, just pulling up and talking about what we have in mind. And you know, I'm gonna be doing some reactions to some people's content. You know, why not?
Nice.
I'm gonna, you know,
It was nice talking to you, brother.
yeah, of course. Thank you. You too. And I told Cowboy about a couple little things I have in mind that you know that I want to dabble into.
Oh, I know Games is gonna like
Nice.
that stuff. The stuff
You know,
you want to do, he's gonna like it. You know, maybe
Yeah.
behind the scenes you can mention it to
If
him.
you ever need a voice actor or anything, let me know. Anybody, really.
That'd be dope. But yeah, just figuring out times and stuff. Because for me, like doing something like it would have to be like on a weekend or, you know, I'm not too. I mean, I can do it anytime I want to, but it's just still having kids and work and it has to be, you know, as you know, it has to make sense for you to really try to be into it.
It got you.
And you know, so yeah, it's just figuring it out right now. And my camera, this is just for when we do stuff. My camera and stuff won't be like how it is right now. You know, Cowboy, you were there with me. I'll have it face some other way, or you know, I'm about to move into a bigger house, so you know, it'll be cool.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it.
You know, everybody has an opinion. You guys can hate. You can go to war if you want to. It's a grown up space.
Yes.
Like it sucks because I'm gonna start promoting it to like the people that I know out here, like family and all that other stuff. You know, that'll just come by and just listen to me talk my shit. And that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I think what's cool is it's I like your opinions. I like your style of a person. So I think it's gonna be because you're very different from a lot of us. And so I think what's gonna be cool is your views, your perspective, but you're like I feel like you come into this more like I feel like a regular person. Like I never looked at you as a character. I wear a damn cowboy hat. I'm a little extra, right? But you're like you're I don't know, you for me, I can't wait to see your personality, right? I feel like because I feel like it's different. I feel like
you do all the time. Like we'll get off like right now. Me and you, we talk exactly like this and have the same great conversations when we're on the phone, on the game, or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't change. Like this is who I am, and I'm like you. I'm 44. You know,
Indeed.
You know, I got a 1 or 2 gray hairs. I'm still trying to stay alive, and just like Cowboy said, you know, back in the day, I want to kind of, if not for anybody else, I'm gonna leave like a little bit of videos and a digital footprint when I'm gone. You know, like your grandbabies. You were there with them when they were babies, but you don't see them all the time right now. But they can, regardless of what happens when they're teenagers or young women, they can always go back and go, look at my grandpa. Look at him. That's who I come from right there. You know, like
I just mentioned this. So my very who was it? It was Vet was pulling up my old stuff. My very first video, or one of my very first videos, is my stepdaughter as a kid, right? And she is now 21. And she was like a little kid, like 4 years old or something. And she's now 21. And the video I got of her falling asleep in a funny way, right? So, but anyway, we could go on and on. But I'm gonna go want to help them out. Thank you guys for popping in. Maker, one last thing. Maker said I think Marathon Thunder was stolen by Arc Raiders. So I think the opposite. I think Marathon was doing really bad or was projected to, but I think Arc Raiders' success is gonna help pull Marathon up. I think people are going to be like, I think before when people are like, what is this Marathon? Bungie's going downhill. Nobody cares about Destiny. And now Arc Raiders came out and it was like, what is the extraction shooter? Like, oh, that's that Arc Raiders thing. Now it's going to be like, hey, did you hear Bungie's new game is the extraction shooter? Oh, like that Arc Raiders thing? That's what I think. But we'll see.
Cowboy, hold on. Before we go
ahead.
Just think about it. Just think, what if Bungie gets it right?
Right.
When for somebody who loves shooter games, one of the first things that I mean, the game could have the graphics, the game could have all the cool little spells. It could be a hero shooter, but if the shooting is dog shit, we as shooter gamers, we won't play it.
Right.
If Bungie comes in, it gives it that magic to where it feels as good as like a Call of, you know, when you there's a difference when you're playing.
It looks like it plays like Tarkov.
Right. Yeah, right. When you can go out and play some of the so-called best shooters in the world, and then when you go and play even though it's a circus over there right now, you go and play a Call of Duty shooter, and you just feel the difference. You feel the impact. You feel
that happened to
like,
me.
nigga, this is different.
So remember that happened to me. Purple was bragging so much she was in love with an X Defiant, right? She was like, "Man, that's my game."
Yeah.
I was like, "You know what? Let me check it out." God's my witness. I played X Defiant for like almost an hour. I'm like, "Oh, this was cool. I see why she like it." No lie.
And then came and played with me on Warzone.
I turned the game off and turned on Call of Duty right after, and I was like, "Hey, bro."
Right.
There's a difference. Like the guns, the way it feels, the weight, the shooting, I was like, no, this is that's cartoony. Now, granted, some people might say where Call of Duty is now, but the gunplay, bro. But I will say this. So Marathon is more of a Destiny world, and Destiny was on point with their gunplay too. Bungie for sci-fi, Bungie knew how to make these extra weapons and stuff and shooting and zooming in. So it does have that feeling.
What if they get it right, Cowboy? After all because they don't think they don't hear this shit. They think they don't hear the shit. And I don't know if there's anything they can do about it. You know, the internet perception of people now is like law for some odd reason. You can get on you could load up a $5 camera and get on here and just ruin a game. If you got people that are willing to listen to it.
Yeah, cancel culture, man.
Well,
definitely.
It's wild. But what if they do it?
So I think the thing to it, what if they get it right? Here's the thing, what if they get it right?
I'd be happy.
Hey, Cowboy, they need this.
An extraction game is a lot smaller than you have to be a bigger game, right? You're pretty much doing the same thing over and over in more of like a smaller setting. I feel like for you to say, oh, they executed this distraction well, it might not be they have to do as much as they executed a different style of game well. So I feel like they might pull it off, man.
Hey, extraction maps are pretty big. Come on now. You can get on any arcade map.
What I mean is, what you're doing, right, is going to grab something and leave, right? Remember, you play Call of Duty, bro, I only killed 5 people. You suck. You're known to die in extraction shooters. So you don't have to make it where it's like, what I'm saying is the meat and potatoes is, can I make it out? But you're known to die a lot. In a Call of Duty or something like that, the game becomes
you're known to die a lot in Call of Duty. You got it reverse. You have an option
no.
Hear me out.
I've played plenty of extraction shooters where I didn't die.
No, hear me out. In Call of Duty, if you die a lot, you suck. You're trash. You probably should go play another game. In extraction, you're like, hey, bro, I'm trying to make it out. It's a different engagement, right? So it's like what they're trying to make is like, it might not be like, you might play a lot and be like, damn, I die a lot, but it's not that bad of a thing as you're trying to just make it out. You don't really need to be better than the next person. You just need to be sneaky or crafty or whatever. So
by any means necessary, get out.
Right. So we'll see though. We'll see. Let me see what Maker said. He said, I just think people will play Marathon and not like it as much as Arc Raiders. That might be it. But Maker, there's people who complain to Arc Raiders. It should be more PvP. And people
complain. That's how I want it.
Arc Raiders, Marathon is more PvP.
Listen,
I want to fight
people that are like I explained to you in Discord, there are people who are considered carnivores in the extraction shooter genre. There are people that come from hardcore shooter games like Escape from Tarkov and the likes of, and they hear about these tree-hugging fucking hippies in games like Arc Raiders, and they get a little pissed off. That's why you have the rats. That's why there's a war going on in Arc Raiders. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, like, Marathon definitely looks like they cater more towards the Tarkov side of things.
That 1000%. They are going in the air. Like I watched the developer direct and the guy. So they got this thing called it's one of the shells. The shells is the different characters you pick with different abilities, right? So one of the shells is like a single player. That's just for you to go run and by yourself, solo. But you're in there with other teams, right? So your whole thing is just to kind of like try to get out, and then people see you and it's like, bro, I don't really want to kill him. He don't have the best stuff as we got. One of the developers like, hey, bro, I kill them every time I see him. I'm like, damn. Like, he's like, hey, listen, and, you know, that's you know, that's the thing. So they know that. Oh yeah, we want this to be grit. We want this to be gritty or shootery. But anyway,
Cowboy, people are gonna hate buy it. They're gonna buy it for just to get on their YouTube channel, or you know what I mean. They're gonna buy it just to.
I'm gonna
it's not in Game Pass, but it's a game that's available. That's a PlayStation game,
right?
And it's gonna be available anywhere. So you'll have the fanboys buying it just to put it on their channels and say, I'm playing a PlayStation game marathon, whether it flops or not.
Right.
You're gonna have the people that love Bungie and really want to see them do well, that don't give a fuck, and they're not even in the space of console war, and they just love Bungie, that are hoping that they make it back. You're gonna have, you're gonna have so many facets of people that are gonna try to show up for this game or not show up for the game. Me, I just love shooter games. I bought Concord.
So you're just gonna try it anyway.
I bought Concord, or excuse me, when they were doing PlayStation points, I had $40 worth of PlayStation points, and so I bought it with the PlayStation points, and they sent them back to me when they canceled the game. But I'm a shooter overall, over RPGs, fighting games. I'm a shooter guy. I mean, I'm not the best shooter guy, but I love shooter games. So I'm going to give it a chance just because it's a shooter and it's $40.
Right. And now think of it though. Think of the beauty. And now you're familiar with the extraction genre. Now you now you're like, no, I get it. You grabbing stuff and getting out. So
Arc Raiders might have helped Marathon in a way, or vice versa. You know, like I don't know.
Now people are going to be like, oh, well, I like that. So I might like, yes, people are going to want to, like you said, fanboys, people are going to want to still, oh, it's that Marathon thing, blah, blah, blah. But there's some people that don't follow all that and going to be like, oh, Arc Raiders was so successful. And a console, let's be honest, console, you ain't got but many extractions.
Right.
Like, there ain't a lot of them. Oh, Neos just went live. All right. So, but a maker said, I think people will start it, but will be known as a distraction shooter. It wasn't as good as Arc Raiders. But that's anything. That's anything. You can take anything. Oh, you know, college football ain't as good as Madden, or I'm just,
COD in Battlefield.
Right.
My last thing I want to say about this is this. You're also comparison, like Arc Raiders is more akin to a game like Vigor, as what they're trying to do with Marathon would cater more to what looks like the hardcore side of things, like Escape from Tarkov, the Cycle Frontier, and all those other hardcore tactical shooters that are out there.
Yeah.
Like it just, like it's like comparing one to the other. I'm just saying.
Arc Raiders is awesome.
Yeah,
no, I'm sure I want to play it. I'm just simply saying, like, it looks like
it.
No, I have not,
dude.
Now he's waiting on it. I told him though. I said, bro, when you get ready for it, I'm gifting you the game. I told him I'm buying you the game.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that because you do games. I'm saying we're taking it back to the 90s, dude.
Yeah.
No, I want to play real bad.
Guys,
I have not.
Let me get off of here. Let me go help this dude out. Jump on there, play some Sonic. I will play some Arc Raiders a little later. But
cool.
I know.
Thank you very much for having me on, man.
Hey, bro, thank you for making the time, man. Thank you for making the time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then thank you as well.
Nice
Hey, Burger,
you,
I'm dumping on your head tomorrow. So we just did all this la stuff. Tomorrow, we Wrestle Wednesdays is going down. All right.
You bum.
Hey, just know.
And now your mama knows.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Tomorrow will be We Wrestle Wednesdays. I'm putting out a lot of videos as usual. Remember, I do 5 types of content: gaming, vlogging, podcasts, movie reviews, and product reviews. Every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Keeping it real with Cowboy. Neos is streaming right now. I am going to put the link and right now and want you guys to check him out. I'm going to be playing with him. We're going to be playing some Sonic. We do it every Tuesday, and it's going to be nothing less than epic, of course. So here's a link. If you guys are watching this after the fact, still get on, go to Neo's channel, check him out. We're also going to be playing some Art Raiders later on tonight. So with that being said, I see you guys in the next one. You guys are nothing less than epic. This show is epic, but mainly because of this. Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. All right, guys. Later.
This video is going to be epic. Thanks for watching, everybody.
And now, your mama knows.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. All right, subscribe. Come on, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a small YouTuber, but I got so much content. The most important thing about the channel is it's... All right, that's not right. The most important thing about the channel is it's a everything channel. So make sure you check out all of the playlists. I have product review videos, vlogging, movie reviews. I'm just gonna look up and say, how-to videos, and then real quick, how-to. Oh, maybe I'm forgetting how I shoot. All right, ready? How-to videos. What is the devil? How-to videos and gaming videos. I make videos called Trash Talk 101 where, well, you guessed it, I talk trash or rebuttal back to someone who talked trash to me. Like I made a video responding to the Nerf Report and Angry Joe. Remember, I'm going to say shows and podcasts. All right, you got it? Mm-hmm. Shows and podcasts.
Oh, wait,
no, you're not supposed to say it.
You're showing the pillow.
Huh.
Okay.
We don't have to do the head thing if y'all can't do it, all right?
Okay, just do it. No. Yeah.
And then put a little There you go. Whip that name. Shows and podcasts. And more! And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be added into the new subscribers thank you videos where I make a skit and I post everybody name up on the screen who subscribed to the channel in an individual month. You gotta see videos like the March subscribers video where I was dancing. The July video I had my cute granddaughter saying thank you. Or even the video where I smashed my 84-inch TV as I said thank you to everyone who subscribed. Make sure you go to my playlist because the playlist is where you can see all the different videos I have. I have over 1,000 videos, over 50-something playlists, and every single video on my channel is assigned to a playlist. I want to thank everyone who ever came to the channel and watched a single second of any video. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And with that said, and now your mama knows.
And now, your mama knows.